G'day, and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins, they're no good, idiotic public freakouts here and Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things, with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips.
According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you. You still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe.
Here we have an upset Karen who is interrupting a bunch of people who are working on the fiber network who apparently said fricking at them. Yeah, that's right, frickin'. Here's a clip.
So well, but you don't talk to any customer like that. Where are you guys from? Where are you from?
Hold on. Talk to who?
Talk to me.
Ma'am, you were parked in the middle of the road. I said, ma'am, I have nowhere to park. I'm working on the fiber.
You told me I have no frickin' way to get this.
Did I say that?
Frickin'. You use frickin'.
Did everybody hear that?
Okay, lie.
Ma'am,
Lie.
we recorded it.
Where are you? Where are you from?
We're from Florida. Where are you from?
I want to know what company this is. Where are you from? What fiber company are you from?
Okay.
You don't talk to me that way.
Did anybody talk to her that way?
Oh, you gang. You're just you know better. I can see it on your face.
Ma'am,
don't talk to me that way. Where are you from?
Ma'am.
I'm just asking what company.
Ma'am.
Is this Vast?
Ma'am.
Is it
Vast?
Midco?
Who?
Blue Earth, whatever it is?
Ma'am, you come over here and you're yelling at everybody, and that is so wrong.
I am just telling you, your truck, you can't see around
I'm
it.
in the middle of the road here. I put cones up so that you guys can come around.
Look it, you can't see to make a left turn.
Ma'am.
That's all I'm telling you.
That is under a safety protocol.
You drive up here and try to make a left turn. You're just an asshole, and I'll find out where you're from.
My name's TJ.
Man, that's freaking crazy. I cannot freaking get over this freaking stuff. I can't say, Jesus. I'm too Australian to be able to say frickin' a million times over. All I can say is that this is just one of those things that is really stupid. Like, just genuinely like, oh, you said fricking at me, end of the world. Like, that is the worst thing you can say to a person. Man, they didn't even use a swear word at you. Yeah, they used a replacement for a swear word. Like, it's probably could be considered potentially somewhat near as bad as just saying fuck you, but it's not as harsh because they said frickin'. Like, that's not even, wow.
My guy here got himself a bit of a reality check. For some reason or another, he decided to get his diamond chain tested at a local jeweler's inside of this mall. I would assume there was some form of fight going on between him and his bros about if it's real or not, so he decided to get it tested. Unfortunately for him, it failed. Here's a clip.
We can punch it out now 3 times. Look, clock out. No, I ain't going in there. Clock out. We can take this shit to the parking lot. I ain't with all that talking shit. Clock out. We can come to the parking lot. Clock out. Clock out. That's what I heard. Punch out in the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. Come on. Come to the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. You ain't coming no parking lot.
Man's ego was so big that when he got served a piece of humble pie, he absolutely blew up and lost it. Imagine what would happen if he got the entire humble pie. That would be a very interesting day. This teenage driver ran a red light / ran a stop sign. It's one of the two. It seems to be mixed on what the actual story is. But basically, he ran a stop sign. And the police officer, rather than just going through the normal methods of giving him a ticket, etc., she seems to go a form of scare them route, and it doesn't seem to go that well because the mothers come out to go, what in the world is happening? Just give him the ticket. Here's what happens.
Any of your questions, give him your ticket. This officer is right here harassing my son. She already have his driver's license, registration, and car insurance in her hand. She's asking if he's on parole or probation, and he has to answer her. He said, no, he's not on parole or probation. I said, go give him the ticket, and she will not. She's just standing there. What are you waiting for, ma'am? For what? For a traffic violation? Okay, but you're making this dangerous. You're escalating it. Go give my son his ticket. and we will take care of this in court. You will not be the judge and executioner on this property right here. You will not. Go give my son his ticket. You have his ID. You can easily run his ID and see if he's on probation or parole. Not this child. Then go do your job. Why are you standing there? Why are you holding on to your gun? Why? Your hand is on your gun. Go run his ID. I'm being violent? No, I'm not being verbally aggressive. You will not change this up. You will not create the narrative here that we've been seeing on the news. If he ran a stop sign, that's what you're saying, we will happily take the ticket. But I will not allow my son to stand here in front of you with your hand on your gun. That will not happen. He's not leaving. He's standing right here. My son is not leaving. No, he's standing on our property line. We own this house. He's standing on our property line. You said he ran a stop sign, right? Go give him the ticket, and then you can leave. In due time. You guys, she done called for backup and everything. Y'all share this video, because my son will not be the next hashtag. Not gonna happen. If you're not going to give him the ticket, we're not going to stay out here. Then go give him the ticket.
Oh, you're being verbally aggressive. That's why I've got my hand on the gun. Why are you just standing there doing nothing? I'm genuinely confused. If you have all these questions, well, like, what are you doing here? If you pulled him over for running a stop sign, now you've declared that she's ran the stop sign. You've got the insurance papers. You've got his driver's license. You've got the registration papers. Now go write up your ticket. It's not that hard. There doesn't need to be any extra steps of all this nonsense that seems to have gone on here. And of course the mum's a bit annoyed at you because of how you're choosing to handle this. Just makes no sense whatsoever. And instead of just like moving on and finishing getting the ticket and yada yada yada, you're choosing to stand there and continue to just go on with this fight about it, which is ridiculously stupid. This next one's a very interesting one, as this time I'm going to have you approach it with a question. So this person's recording this clip here. Apparently this is what happens when banking while black. Basically pointing out that, there's been some form of racism that's occurred here. That's at least what I'm assuming based upon the framing of this entire thing. Though I do propose the question, based upon what we see here, do you think there was any racism? Let's get into the clip.
Okay, I didn't get the opportunity to get the manager's information. I don't know who Dana is. Dana is not a professional name of contact to give somebody. She's being so disrespectful. Who was the lady that I just spoke with, ma'am?
Assistant Manager Jody.
Her name is Assistant Manager Jody. Do they have a point of contact? Is this their business card?
No, that's just
Do they have a business card on their desk?
No.
So there's no way to contact. They have no business card. So
no,
this
you have to contact.
So this is okay.
Number.
So let me write this down. Do you mind if I borrow your pen?
No, you can take one if you like.
Okay, not a problem at all. Okay, and you mind if I get a piece of paper on a notepad?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Because I always seem to have a problem coming into this branch. So the manager is Dana. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you guys are refusing to cash my check because you want me to physically bring my contractor who's trying to do my home.
I don't know anything about your check, and that's...
Okay, and I'm asking to speak to a manager about the situation, so if you don't know I didn't speak to a manager. She came up and she tried to disrespect me. Okay, and I did not get to speak with her. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm asking to speak with her.
You're asking to speak with her?
I'm asking to speak with the assistant manager.
That's the first time you've asked me, so I will let her know.
Okay, well, she came up very disrespectfully. She didn't ask to speak to me in private.
All right, if you would have a seat and be quiet, I can go get her.
I'm sorry, did you say what?
I could, if you can...
You said if I can have a seat? I told you I'm deaf and I'm hard of hearing.
You did not tell me that.
So you're asking me to what? Okay, but why are you telling me as a grown woman to sit down and be quiet?
Because there's other people...
That speaks everything to your attitude and your demeanor.
All right, don't sit down.
Respect yourself.
I do.
Respect yourself.
I absolutely do.
Please do. Okay, so the manager's name is Dana.
Mm-hmm, and she's not here today.
Okay, and the assistant manager's name, who I asked to speak with, is who, please, ma'am?
Her name is Jody.
Okay. And I'm getting these point of references to be able to, on the phone, speak with Navy Federal, just so you know. Mm-hmm. How do you spell Jody, please?
Jody.
Okay. Okay. Did you put me in for an opportunity to speak with Miss Jody?
Yeah, I've let her know.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna go outside with my family for about 5 minutes so that I can have your peace and quiet kept in here, and then I'll come back inside just so you know if you call me and you don't see me.
Do you want to take the card?
I think I have you guys' information. There's nobody's point of contact on here.
Right,
is
well,
it?
just the general
Okay,
number.
no problem.
Personally, at least from what's contained in this clip here, I don't think so. Again, there could have been other things that occurred outside of this clip that they've posted that actually would have been racist. Unfortunately, we don't have that information, which that's just what it is. There is a few interesting points that other people have brought up about, oh, so you're hard of hearing, but you heard her tell you to sit down and be quiet beforehand, and things on those lines. And it's like, there could be various things to that. Usually, my experience of people with hard of hearing, you have to talk a lot louder, or sometimes even yell towards them to get them to hear you if they're almost deaf. But at the same time, if they're looking directly at you, they can also, some of them also have the capability of just reading words off of lips, reading lips, and things on those lines, and understanding what's being said because of that. I don't know. This is just one of those things where I look at it and it's just hard to really summarize anything out of the face value you get here. You can assume things for sure, but I don't really want to do so in this case here. But hey, I'll leave it to you guys in the comments. What are your thoughts? Here we have a very unhappy biker.
Cut me off, homeboy. You, get out. Get out.
No recording.
That's good.
No recording. No
Get out.
recording.
Thank you.
There's a guy right here with the license plate 2496210. He's harassing me. Get the license plate. There's an error.
Push, homeboy. Move over, bitch. Come on. Bitch ass. What's up? You too, homeboy. Bitch ass. Come here, dog. Come here. What?
Green light.
What? What?
Look at this guy.
Get out, bitch.
Are you in drunk?
Whilst I have no idea what actually happened prior to this clip here, I'm just going to make an assumption based upon how the guy drove away and seems to be swerving through his lane and into other people's lanes, that he probably almost hit this car and was very upset when the car beeped his horn at him, and though this is now his reaction to that. That's what I'm assuming. We don't know what actually happened prior to this. All we know is he's batch insane. Here we have a guy at the beach who decided to stand around a girl for about 10 minutes whilst wearing mostly normal clothing before finally taking his shot. And when he gets denied, well, you already know what's going to happen. This clip's on this show. Here's the clip.
Why do you have to be close to me? Well, I would rather not. If you could please. If you could please. Thank you. Listen, I asked you nicely if you could conceded.
Shallow, unreasonable, very snarky. Like, what's your issue?
You're literally standing on top of me.
Hey, you know what? Whatever the wrong with you, I hope you get that fixed.
Yeah, you too.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
You're the bitch.
Oh my God.
I'm standing on top of you.
Yes, look how close you are to me.
4 people. Have you been down there?
How embarrassing. Like, seriously, buddy? It just hurts to see this sometimes, because it's just like you got no self-confidence in yourself to the point where when you get denied, you have to shame the person who denied you. Like, that is so just like, buddy, grow up. Grow a pair. If you get denied, especially after standing around for 10 minutes, drawing up the confidence to even make the attempt, move on. It's not that hard, okay? You don't need to shame them to make you feel better after you get denied, because it doesn't, man. Like, it's just embarrassing. This next clip's a funny one. The state representative of Pennsylvania, Kevin Boyer, was caught having a bit of an incident in a bar.
End this floor, by the way.
Alright.
in this bar, by the way.
State rep,
This bar, Joe Corkin is done, by the way.
Can't wait to put this on Twitter, on your Twitter page.
Get in your car, because I'm calling the cops. Get in your car, go ahead,
Go
go
on,
drive.
Escalate,
Go
by the
drive.
way.
Because no one even said a word to you. You're the one who started shit with us.
Come on, you're just
You did.
Listen, you just drank a little bit too much. Just go home.
Why are you acting this way?
Why are you acting this way?
This is U.S. military intelligence and traitors and all
I'm
this
saving
stuff.
this for Twitter.
You gotta go.
Why are you acting this way?
Why are you acting this way?
He has no idea where the fuck he is. So just let him talk.
You don't.
It is embarrassing.
Idiots.
Alright, get
You
out.
idiots.
Get out.
Go.
No, I just don't want him coming. Like,
Push me out.
I'm good. I'm making sure
Actors.
he's not. You know what I mean?
You're not from here.
I'm not. No.
You're not from here.
Is he on drugs?
Yeah,
You're not from here.
I mean, he's out of his
Y'all
mind.
fucking traitors.
Yeah, that's good.
Out of his
U.S.
mind.
military intelligence.
I'm not a traitor. I'm from
You are. You are. Don't say anything else. You are. You're not from here. You're actors. You're actors.
Marissa, please.
Get out.
You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna do anything. You're doing nothing. You do nothing. I know you are. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah. Not.
Just go home.
Do you not think I'm gonna prevent your promotion in the United States military?
Well, if I was in the military.
Not the military.
You're in the United States military, aren't you?
Get out of the bar.
No.
Get out.
Y'all United States military.
No. Get out of the bar. Get out of the bar.
You're United States military, right?
Drugs, get out of the bar. Bro.
No.
Get out of the bar.
I'll prevent you from a promotion.
Awesome.
Why are you doing this to me? Stop it.
You're literally
Stop
doing
it.
your job. Get out of the bar, bro. It's all on video. Get out of the bar.
Yo.
Get out of the
It
fucking
said what? Stop it. Stop it.
You stop it. Get the
Stop
bar.
it. Stop it. Can we
Don't
actually?
put my face. Get out of the bar.
I'm
Get
not doing-
out. Go.
Can
Go
we just?
out.
Why
just
can't
be
you listen
reasonable?
to
Why
her
can't
and
you
just
listen to me?
leave?
I'm the bartender. Get out.
These
Bro.
facts.
Leave.
Did I pay my bill?
You left. You paid. Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
I don't want to be.
Well, you are. Get out, bro. Seriously.
But
Get
I want to be an asshole. But
Leave the bar. Shut up.
aggressive.
Now you're pissing me off. Seriously, get the bar.
I don't. This is very.
Get out of the
It's
bar.
hard.
Stop coming back to me. Get out of the bar.
This is so aggressive.
I
So
don't care.
aggressive.
Get out of the bar.
She's not being aggressive at all.
Okay.
Get out of the bar, bro.
I'll close the bar.
What's that? What?
It's done.
Awesome. Bye.
You know who I am?
Yeah, I do. And it's
The bar
on
is
the video.
done tomorrow.
Great. Bye.
You know who the
I do. I do.
The bar is
Keep
done.
talking to me like that. Like that.
No, I don't need any militaristic sense.
Turn it off on the phone.
Look, I'm not American, so there are certain aspects that I'll not completely understand, but this is just funny to me. Just like, yep, just another douchebag in politics. I mean, yeah, he's definitely drunk. He's probably drunk out of his mind, but you know how the saying goes. Usually when you become drunk, it usually just amplifies certain parts of your personality. And well, in this case here, it's made him a lot more of a douchebag and very self-entitled than what he probably would be normally. And of course, he's been a little bit of shit for this. Because, you know, this is like a state representative going off at employees, threatening employees, and various other stupid things because he's a little bit drunk. A little bit. Here we have a guy in a Chick-fil-A drive-thru just doing some things and getting some stuff from Chick-fil-A. And apparently they've had some form of issue here. So, you know, at some point they have asked for the corporate number as well as the store number, handing over a piece of paper to the guy in the drive-thru. And what the drive-thru guy said next, the person behind the camera did not appreciate. What is that? I'll let you find out by watching.
I need to ask you a question. Was it really necessary for you to snatch it and say goddamn?
No, don't worry about it. Can you just please leave? You're blocking the whole thing.
Wait, no.
Yes, I get you. I get you. If
I
you
am
wanna
going
wait
to
for
worry
2 cups
about
of
it.
ice, that's cool.
Sir, I am going to worry about it. It's rude and it's wrong behavior.
Yes,
you don't snatch something from somebody and you don't say goddamn to a customer.
If you could just please leave them.
I'm just saying.
And I'm also just saying. If you could just leave.
No, I won't leave, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay, understood.
But do you understand how horribly rude that was? You snatched it out of my hand, and then as you walked away, you said, "God damn."
Gotcha. Okay. If you like, we could talk in the front.
No,
Right?
no, we're talking right here.
Okay.
And how could you say that it's okay? You keep saying okay, like it's okay to curse.
Gotcha.
At a customer and snatch something from their hand.
Is it okay to hold down the line for 2 cups of ice?
I had made a request.
Right. And we told you what the solution was, and you didn't want to do that solution. So I'm trying to accommodate what you would like. You're just adding on more and more.
But I asked for the number to your corporate office and the number to the store, and for some reason that bothered you. And when I gave this to you to write it down, I said please several times. You snatched it out of my hand and you said "God damn."
I do apologize, but so
okay,
if you could just
all right. I just want to bring that to your attention.
Got it. Okay.
Because it's very inappropriate.
Got it. Understood. All
right.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
All of this for what is it? For 2 cups of ice is what they were originally intended. It's why they're here at the drive-thru. It's why they're in this argument. It's why they've gotten to this point, because they were after 2 cups of ice, and they went into a drive-thru for 2 cups of ice. I'm sorry, but I just can't get past that hitting point. Like, that's such a weirdly ridiculous thing. And then to go and hold this all onslaught and hold up the drive-thru over something what probably is so minuscule. Like, yeah, I get it. If you're religious, someone saying "God damn" isn't exactly fun to hear. But it isn't the end of the world. And I believe that with the employee here in the drive-thru, I believe what this guy said went in one ear and out the other immediately. He just chose to be more receptive to it at the end just to get this person out of the drive-thru quicker, because he realized that this is going to be the easiest way to get them to move the hell on. And, well, they did. Look at that. Here we have a clip of a Karen who got denied boarding of this plane because of various reasons, which will become very, very obvious the moment you start watching the clip. But I'm just going to say, this is kind of crazy.
What are you guys going to do now? Where are you going to publish? Where am I going? Where am I going? I told you. Hey, babe, they didn't let me go. No way, you are fast. But she thinks it's me. Alright, I'm going home. You guys are supposed to put me on the plane. What am I going to do sitting here? What am I going to do sitting here? First of all, we got babies up in here. Tell me!
Stop yelling.
No, I'm not. Tell me what I'm supposed to do sitting here. I was supposed to be on that flight. I'm an American citizen. No, I'm not going to calm down. I am an American citizen. You guys didn't put me on that flight. You took off without me. For what? I need to file a complaint. I need to file a complaint over this man right here. I need to file a complaint over this man right here.
Security here. Security down the ride.
No, I'm saying
Quarter be here in a minute.
Complaint over here. I'm saying I need to file a complaint over here. I need to file a complaint. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I need to file a complaint. I need to file a complaint over that man.
Your entrance fine is 6 minutes.
I need to file a complaint over this man right here. He didn't allow me on the plane because he didn't allow my tickets to be checked. This man, me and you, this flight is going to go off to allow me on. This man didn't allow me on. This man didn't allow me on. For his own biases. He didn't allow me on.
Wrong, like you said.
Talk to me about it, you little bitch out.
Man, the fact that you can yell like that for that long period of time, and the clip itself is 4 minutes, so you can probably guarantee that it's most likely been going on for at least 10 minutes, maybe even longer than that. I'm surprised that your voice hasn't started to give way, your throat isn't starting to hurt, and other things along those lines. Like, your voice still going at that crazy nut level is something else for damn sure. I mean, I do this type of stuff for a living. I do voiceovers, and it still goes and kills my throat every now and then. Also, is it just me, or does anyone else think that when she was trying to push herself off the seat, the police should just let her drop? Granted, that would have involved a potential lawsuit, yada yada yada. Yeah, I get why it didn't happen, but it would have been funny. Here we have a guy who's got a rental vehicle from their local Hertz, and this guy's getting confronted by the person who's quote, the manager, which we'll find out's not actually the case later on, who's accusing him of stealing this car.
I'm gonna get the rental receipt.
The car is reported stolen. You have the keys.
It's not because it's in Florida.
The
car is in Florida. That's fine. That's fine. You didn't do your job. You didn't do your job. You didn't do your job.
Give me the keys back. No.
I have the rental receipt. I have the rental receipt. I have the rental receipt. I have the rental receipt for you. I have the rental receipt.
Get the out of here.
Yep.
You piece of shit.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, the
Give
Hertz.
me the keys or get out of here.
Hertz to the airport. This is your manager.
Give me the keys or get out of here.
And you at me? And you swung at me?
Get out of here.
And you swung at me?
Give me the.
That's assault. That's assault. That's assault.
You stole my
That's assault.
property.
That's assault. That's assault. That's
Get out of
assault.
here now.
That's assault. That's assault. What's your name?
I'm not
What's your
giving
name?
you money. Get the out of here.
Yep.
Get out of here now.
Yep. You're fired, sir.
Get out of here.
You're gonna get fired, sir.
Shit.
You're gonna get fired.
Get out of here
Hertz,
now.
Harrisburg Airport. That's your guy.
Get out of here.
That's your guy. That's your
You got
guy.
the keys, give them to me.
That's your guy. Hertz Airport. That's your guy. That's your guy. That's your guy. Hertz, that's your guy. So, here you are. Here's the receipt. You can look up the information.
Okay, good. Now I have your information.
Can you make a copy, please, for yourself, for your records?
No.
Make a copy for your records.
You have the keys to a stolen car. You have
Record.
the keys to a stolen car.
Make a receipt, please.
No,
can
I'm not doing anything
Can you make a copy?
for you.
Can you make
I'm
a copy?
not doing anything for you.
You don't have
give
to.
Me those keys.
Listen, we
Are
can
you gonna give me the keys.
contact the cops like you said. Go ahead.
Give me the keys to the car.
Let's contact the cops like you said. Come on. Let's do it. Because you swung at me. So now you about to get arrested for simple assault.
Let's make it happen.
You about to get arrested for simple assault.
You're gonna get arrested for stealing a car.
Okay, we're gonna see. Call him up.
I'll be right back.
Do that, please. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, keep cussing.
You stole a car.
This is fantastic customer service.
You're not even a customer.
But you got the receipt in your hand. But you have the receipt in your hand.
There's a fair few things to unpack here. First off, this Hertz employee wasn't actually the manager. They're just one of the desk workers here. And secondly to that, it's clear, at least in my opinion, this guy's got some form of disability of some sort. How many? I don't know what ones. I also wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't feel like it's right to just assume things, but just based upon some mannerisms and actions of the person themselves, especially the way they were walking, leads me to believe that they probably have a disability of some sorts. Doesn't really prove their actions here and how they chose to react in the situation here, but I digress on that one. Secondly to that, this seems to be a situation that is very problematic of Hertz as a company itself. In 2022, Hertz was ordered to pay over $168 million in damages to people who were accused, arrested, and even jailed for driving, quote, stolen cars, because, well, Hertz wasn't properly documenting when cars were brought back properly, when they were, let's say, taken to a different Hertz from where they came from, when times for holding the rental car was extended, that wasn't being documented properly, etc., etc. It was just a continuous issue that seems to have occurred for Hertz, that this is probably just a continuous thing of this worker thought he was doing the, quote, right thing here, even though he definitely didn't go the right way about it. But yeah, it just seems to be a thing with Hertz itself. Doesn't excuse anything that happened in this clip here. I thought that would be some form of important information for context to this story. Yeah, that's right. This isn't even an apartment complex or anything like that. Based on what those buildings look like, this is a shopping center. But you know, here we have a clip that I find to be a little bit funny. So the security here pulled up next to this person to go offer them for not parking straight in the car parking lot. Apparently it's causing a bunch of issues for other people coming to the area, yada yada yada, and they just want her to straighten up her car park, threaten a tow truck and cops, yada yada. But I just ask you to reserve some of your judgment until you just see the entire clip. I'll get back to you in a moment.
I was wrapping up my lunch, literally closing the container when you pulled up, and you want to harass me about straightening the car out? You should be embarrassed. And your company that you work for is going to love you harassing people who are eating lunch in the car. I just told you 2 seconds ago I'm about to leave. I'm literally about to leave, and you are determined to have me straighten my car up. You're determined to have me straighten the car up. Why? Go be passionate about something else. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. You are harassing me, and it's actually really sad. You're calling dispatch? That's fine. That's totally fine. I know there's so many cars here. So many people who want to leave, right? I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. You're harassing me. Go somewhere. What? You're gonna get a tow truck with me in the driver's seat? You should be passionate about something that you want to do for yourself and not be passionate about harassing people who are eating in the car.
Huh, so the car park's empty. That seems a bit over the top from the security guard. Now, okay, one thing I want to make very clear. I still don't think the response the person behind the camera did is justified. Even though, yeah, the car park is dead empty, from what we can also tell from your angle, you've literally just drove in diagonally across a bunch of car parks and you just don't care. Like, it's one of those things where the security guard is come up to tell you, just fix your car parking up and that's it. And you can say, sorry about that, and just fix it and be done with it. Yes, you're about to leave because you'd finished your food, but is there really a need to be this entitled over it? Yes, the car park is dead empty and it's not affecting anyone. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that if police were to show up and see your car like this, it might not mean you get away with no ticket or stuff like that. You're still parking like crap. It's just, there's no deflecting that one. Here we have a peculiar fight in the middle of an airport whilst walking around.
World Star. We can get a cop because I want to walk on moving sidewalks. You come back to Philly to this shit? This is crazy. I ain't want to stay in Texas, but still. Look. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I suppose what happens in Philly stays in Philly, unless it gets recorded and put onto the internet, and then not so much anymore. Whoopsies. Here we have Karen in Chipotle going off at either a staff or another person who's there as a customer. Either way, she's going off at them, and another customer steps in and starts to go off at them. And so you know what the Karen does? Calls them a Karen. That's how it goes, right?
No shit, do not address me. I'm talking to her. What's unnecessary? I asked her a question in a nice way. Don't address me if I'm not addressing you unless you want to get your ass beat and and I know you don't want to get your ass beat. Bitch, I know you don't want to get your ass beat at Chipotle. Shut the up talking to me then. You never had to say nothing to me. I talked to her. Shut the up. Karen. Karen.
What seems to be the issue here?
This bitch is talking to me and I'm talking to her. Bitch, I asked the question. Shut the up, bitch. Now shut the up,
Can I
bitch.
get you guys to, keep it to a minimum?
Mama, she know I will beat her ass if she don't shut the up. Don't address me. Don't address me. Because I was waiting. I said, how long you been waiting? And I asked her that. Not you, just you dirtbag ass little bitch. Big back ass
stop insulting her before I have to call the police.
When Karens get called out for their behavior, they decide to call the person calling them out a Karen. Because, you know, they can't handle being wrong, because that's how Karen behavior is. It's just like this entire thing. No, I can't be the Karen. You're the Karen, because you're the one who started this. You're the one who got involved in something you weren't involved in the first place. Even though I was going off at this person, I was only asking them a question, not what you're thinking. Here we have a very intriguing situation, to say the least. Basically, what is apparently happened prior to this clip here is that this person's daughter was in here. Something occurred that ended up leading to one of the employees here, quote-unquote, threatening the daughter with some form of weapon of sorts. That's what has apparently happened. So the mother has come in to go off with them, and here's what happens now.
Police. Did you call the police and let them know that you have a worker on site that carries a pistol?
I didn't see no gun.
Okay, check the bitch purse. Check that bitch purse. Check her purse now. Call the police now. Get the police now. Bitch, you want to fight my daughter? Come take that shit up out of me. What's good? What's good? Get your pistol. I got my license too, but I got these hands. I don't need no gun. I don't need one. Scary ass. You up here putting guns on people? You putting guns on people? That's what you want to do? Fuck with me. Come on. Get your little ass from behind that counter. Run that shit now. Run that shit now. You was up here trying to fight my daughter, bitch. Come fight me. Come fight me. I heard her bitch ass in the background. She been talking shit since my daughter punched in. She been running her mouth. Y'all don't do shit. You fast food restaurant ass. Y'all be on bullshit. You sit and watch that shit. You be knowing that shit. Y'all sit up there and have these workers up here busting their ass like slaves to y'all. Y'all treat y'all workers like trash. Like trash. All y'all want them to do is work like slaves and get them fired before they can make unemployment. Bitch, I know how it works. I know how it works. Y'all treat them like shit. I was all of them. I'll walk out on y'all ass. Y'all don't treat y'all people right. You mean? You with the Jacksons, bitch. What's happening? Get from behind that counter, come fight me with my baby. How about that? Call the police on that. Call the police on yourself. That's what the you need to do. You need to call the police on yourself. Come on, man. Silly ass.
So there's one joke thing that I want to do before we actually properly go on to the serious note of this clip. This clip's gone popular enough that you can probably guarantee that your daughter's social life might or might not be kind of destroyed because she had her mother go on and fight for her. Anyhow, the joke aside, it's always interesting seeing these type of things because it's like one of those questions on what really actually happened. What got to the point where apparently these type of threats have occurred in the first place to your child? Is it like bullying that's occurred here where your child's just being bullied because they don't like her? Or is this another thing where she started it to some degree and then this has just been the clapback? It is one of those things where we don't really have the full story of what happened prior to that. And that's just how it goes. Kids lie. They'll exaggerate certain aspects of the story to make them feel more like the victim and to have their parents respond in a certain type of way. It happens a lot. It's just a common formality when it comes down to it. So I don't know what happened here, but it seems like a threat of a weapon occurred at some point, and let's be real, that is a level of ridiculousness that's not necessary. This clip is a lot to be someone else as they were lining up going to go on the gate themselves. So now we've ended up in this section here. I'll go into more details after the clip, but I'll let you watch it first. Extra people to fill up the plane that are waiting for a flight at some point beforehand. And if you fail to get there before that, we have a mother expressing very reasonable concern when she spots someone else in the park just filming her kids for some reason.
Is there a law against it?
No, but you're not going to film my children.
If I shouldn't do it, there should be a law against it.
Don't film my children, sir.
Call the law. You want to call them?
Sure.
But there's not a law against it. Guess what they're going to tell you?
You're in public,
you need to go. You're in public. You're in public.
My children are here, sir.
You're in public.
But why are you filming children? Why are you filming children?
I wanted to see him go down the hill, that little guy.
Right, and you can watch him without filming him.
Look, it's not illegal for you to be filming the kids. It's just very weird and a bit creepy and a bit weird for you to do that. I said weird twice, but that's just because that's that weird. And also, just because it's not illegal doesn't mean that people have to accept that you're doing it. They can also go off at you for doing so because, you know, it's creepy. It's weird. Why are you doing that? It makes no sense. Here we got a very interesting clip. So, according to the information we've gotten from the person who did this recording here, this Karen here is sitting in the emergency lane, and she refused to listen to the attendant, you know, do the typical safety babble additional stuff that they do to the people who are sitting in the emergency lane. And so things, of course, escalate when she refused to do that. Apparently, at some point, she, quote, said that, I don't care about saving anyone, I'll save myself. I don't know if I believe that. But anyway, things escalate, and here's a clip of almost 200 other people rather than take the brief inconvenience because of your own actions. Seriously?
Anyway, let's get into the clips. This is an interesting one. We've got a bit of a kerfuffle happening outside of a pharmacist in America. There seems to be, I'm not 100% sure of all the information here. It seems to be prior to them opening, seemingly, and this person in the car decided to pull up in front of a window. I'm not 100% sure what's exactly is happening here. Anyway, a retail worker has come out to confront them about just being in a way where they're going to be in the way, and tells them to go park in the parking lot.
Look, either you can get out of the drive-thru, I'm gonna go get a manager.
Get a manager. I'm literally waiting.
I don't care. You can record me all you want. I don't give a shit. I can call the police if you really want me to.
Call the cops. We're not doing anything wrong.
Drive-thru whenever we're on break. You're gonna cause us to get in trouble.
15 minutes. I'm in line. I've been waiting in line for like ever until y'all closed the thing. I can be first next. I've been waiting already.
So be it. You can just go wait in the parking lot. I will tell them that you can go first. But you can go sit in the parking lot, because if you cause us to have a line and you cause us to get back up, we're gonna get in trouble. You're risking everybody in there's job just for you to be 15 minutes early. If you want your medication, you can go ahead and go in there. Go inside. Go talk to the pharmacy. It's not that hard to just go in the parking lot and go inside. Look, name tag. You want to see my name tag? Name tag. There you go. Go into the parking lot.
Look, if you're waiting for it to be open and your choice of doing that is to park right in front of the door, very near to the door, even though that's not really a car parking spot, and then choose to record and be annoyed at a retail work when they tell you to go and find an actual car parking spot, then I don't know what to say to you, man. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah, the retail worker definitely did not handle it in any form of professional manner, but at the end of the day, I've got nothing for this one. I just want to actually, what are your thoughts in the comments down below? Based upon the information we have here, what do you think's happened?
Here we have a mother who's upset about a meal not being done quite right, I think. I'm honestly not 100% sure. Either way, she has a very interesting reaction to it all.
Okay, right here. You didn't even tell me about doing anything to rectify the situation. Not gonna you, bitch. Then you have a face. Somebody give me the number. Who your general manager? Bitch, like I said, every time I come in here, you yelling at somebody. Bitch, I come here every day for my lunch break. Eat me, bitch. You can say that shit walking away. You. Now, how about that? Oh, this shit, bitch. Get off. Call. Let's go, baby. Now, pick it up, bitch. Pick it all up. Pick it the up, bitch. I ain't destroy shit. I'm making it messy in this. Call the police. Call them. Call them. Call them, ho. Call them. Call them. I dare it.
I bet I win you.
You bitch.
I need a police right now.
This how you get. This.
Missouri.
Bitch.
Missouri Avenue. On Missouri. 900.
All I wanted to do was just order some food. Look what I gotta go through. This is crazy. This is totally crazy. I thought I would never be caught up in this type of situation. My man right there running over, he's calling the police. This is some crazy stuff, man. Man, I never thought I would see this type of thing, man. This is insane.
Just gonna say, it's probably in your best interest that you never go to this Wendy's again. Apparently you go there every day, which A, is pretty unhealthy for that to be your regular lunchtime meal, and B, you probably don't want to do that anymore because, well, these guys make your food, and this is how you just treated them. I'd hate to say it, but there might be a possibility of spit, hair, maybe some other gross crap to be hidden into your food specifically because it's you. Probably not, but you know, it's always possible. It's always possible. When you're pissed and angry, but you don't want to cop an assault charge.
Sorry.
I like to think that she picked the bin up and then filled all the rubbish back into the bin after bashing it. But hey, good way to get rid of your anger without getting yourself in a bunch of shit, so good choice. Here we have a Karen going off at a bunch of kids' parents because the kids are being too loud whilst having fun and playing outside.
You're getting so upset then if your children are so wonderful. Because you're walking around here. They're outside. Oh yeah, they're outside. Everywhere I go, the shrieking kids. I go in my back.
Yeah! Okay, lady! Okay! Everybody has to shriek! Okay! This is the world we live in! Everybody yells! Get over yourself. Oh, yeah, well, your kids are shrieking! I heard them way over there! Kids! Oh, they're kids! Well, I'm an adult! Can I shriek?
Stop it. You guys.
Oh, there's nowhere that I can get away where there isn't shrieking kids!
I'm sorry.
Everywhere they are!
You feel that way.
Well, it's true, lady!
You are screaming also right now.
Yeah, because your kids are! Why can't I?
You can.
Is it a law that only your kids and these kids can shriek?
Listen, you can scream, but then don't get mad at our kids for shrieking, okay?
Yeah, well, I'm only shrieking because they were.
But they're outside enjoying
Oh, they're outside. Well, why don't you take them inside your house to let them shriek? Or do you not like that?
No,
They do.
Well, then take them back there.
We're just outside for an outing. They don't have school today, ma'am.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to relax. And all I hear is shrieking kids.
Can you come here Tuesday to Friday?
Oh, you see? I have to come at a certain time. Okay, what is your schedule? I can only come at your schedule. I'm sorry, I didn't know you owned this place.
No, if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to hear.
Yeah, I know. If I don't want to hear kids, then I gotta wear earphones, right? Because your kids are royalty, and they can do whatever they want. Give them guns. Why don't you let them kill people?
Hey, don't joke about that.
Oh, that's not.
I thought we want kids to be going out there and having the time of their lives, enjoying themselves. I thought that's the point. We want to get them off their screens and all this hazmat crap. But no. To this person, you have to be quiet when you're kids. Even though we all know that's not how that goes. We all understand that kids are loud people, especially when they having fun. They have a tendency to scream for no absolute reason because that's just what kids do. Complaining about kids being loud whilst they're outside having fun is ridiculously stupid. And before the clip cut off there, did you seriously make the comparison like, oh, you might as well give the kids a gun and let them kill people? It's like, what type of comparison is that? Seriously, what stupid nonsense are you on there to think that that's a great comparison when that has absolutely no relation whatsoever there?
Here we watch as we find out yet another reason why you should never go to Walmart in person and just order your stuff online when those amazing specials occur.
At the end of the day, she was trying to park her car. He backed up like he was going to hit her.
You shut the Shut the fuck up, bitch! You do something with me? How you doing that, bitch?
You know what? I know you a bitch.
How you know you a bitch? Look, she got phone. You. No, you.
Ah, the classic. Customers arguing about some random nonsense that ultimately, if you actually took a moment to think about it, you'd be like, wait, you're arguing over that? That's so insignificantly stupid, it's not even funny, but yet here they are, arguing about it anyway, because why not? They got nothing better to do with their lives, they're kind of boring, so may as well sit in the Walmart car park and argue with other people, because what else you gonna do? Go home and live your life? Why would you do that? That's boring.
In this clip here, we've got a guy who is attempting to get a thing called as a pup cup from McDonald's, and I don't know one way or another how he even got here in the first place. It seemed like he was offering to pay for it, but they refused to make it for him. So escalations continue because, you know, he refuses to move on. They want him gone. And eventually the police are called. Here's the clips.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, please.
I'm doing a video.
I'm gonna need you to leave, sir.
Why was the reasoning why you won't give me a pup cup?
We're not allowed to do pup cups.
Yes, you are. I come here 2-3 times a week, every week, and get a pup cup. Every time I come here.
They're not supposed to do pup cups. If they're doing it, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Do you not understand? It's just a little cup of whipped cream.
Sir, I need you to leave, please.
Why won't you give me a pup cup?
Because we do not do pup cups at this establishment.
Bullshit. Came here yesterday and got a pup cup.
Somebody hand me the phone, please. Call the police.
She's calling the police because I want a pup cup? Let's see what the police have to say because a person wants a pup cup? Seriously, you're calling the police because someone wants a pup cup. That's absolutely absurd. It's absolutely ridiculous. Cassopolis, Michigan. No, that's absolutely ridiculous. All you have to do is put some goddamn whipped cream in a cup, and so that my dog can have a pup cup. And I was paying for it. I asked to pay for it. You McDonald's people need to start. Like, come on now. It's a freaking pup cup. Arrogant McDonald's manager right there. Right there. Cassopolis, Michigan. I'm going to corporate with this. McDonald's doesn't support dogs, but you want me to round up to support the freaking kids every time I come here? It's a little bit of whipped cream in a cup, and I'm paying for it. It's a pup cup. Quit being so stubborn. Just give me a freaking pup cup. This could all be averted with a little bit of whipped cream in a cup for my dog. This is why America's going to people like you. We don't do pup cups. I came here 2-3 times a week and get a pup cup. Tell me I can't get a pup cup. Wait till you lose your job when I send this to corporate. I'm waiting till the police get here. Not much, man. It really didn't need to escalate like this, but I'm only recording for my safety and because of what they're doing. But I come here 2-3 times a week, almost every day. And I just asked, I was like, hey, I bring my dog because she gets excited every time I come to McDonald's because I get her a little pup cup. I literally asked if I can...
Let me just talk to him for a second.
I literally just came up to the window. I was like, hey, can I pay for a pup cup, just a little cup of whipped cream? And she's like, no, we don't do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I came here yesterday and got a pup cup. I'm like, what's the big deal? It's just a little whipped cream in a little cup. And she's sitting there making a big deal saying, we don't do pup cups. You need to leave. I want you to leave. I'm like, hold on. I'm going to pull up my phone. I'm like, you guys are really refusing to give me a pup cup for 35 cents that, you know, it shouldn't be escalated. And she's like, I'm calling the cops if you don't leave. I said, go ahead and call the cops because I want to document this because they're calling the cops on a customer, a paying customer that comes here regularly.
We're just out here to keep peace.
That's what I want.
You said you were screaming at him and yelling at him and videotaping and...
I wasn't screaming or yelling. Arrogant McDonald's manager right there. Just give me a freaking pup cup. This is why America's going to people like you. I'm gonna send the video to corporate.
Is he good with you? He's good with me. Okay, man, you're banned. Find another place.
That's cool.
I don't know if
I won't come back here.
I appreciate that because I understand your part, but I don't want to see you being the aggressor and coming back.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Fist bump.
Fist bump works.
Man, genuinely speaking, I get it. If you got this item previously on multiple other occasions, then I get it. But at the same time, it's one of those things, they're not giving it to you now. The manager said no. I don't get why you don't just move on with your day. I don't see why it's worth the effort to waste your time and energy to continue to argue about a cup of whipped cream. If you're that desperate to get a cup of whipped cream for your dog, just go to your local supermarket and get a can of that stuff. It's like $4 or $5 maybe. Like, yeah, it's not from Macca's, it's not the 35 cents, it's not as easy, but at the end of the day, if you really want it, you may as well save yourself the time and effort of dealing with whatever this mess was. It's just like, I don't get why I don't get why the manager was so upset about this, and I also don't get why you were so pushy about it to the point where you started going off at the manager for not doing. It's just a question of why. Just why. It's just like, at some point you've just got to learn to just choose not to escalate a problem that is ultimately very silly and not really something worth your time and effort, like this one here. But clearly that's not the case for you. Sorry, but the introduction to this clip is going to be a bit long-winded because there's a little bit to go over before I introduce you to the actual clip itself. So, the person behind the camera here is a person who does balloon art type of thing for events. Like you can see in the video here, she's done a nice massive balloon pillar. Pretty cool to say the least. Anyway, she's having a bit of a conflict with the owner of this venue here, who apparently, quote, accused her the day beforehand of leaving her rubbish behind, which the person behind the camera says that they did not do that. Anyway, they come here the next day to do the party stuff, and the client said that they can leave their stuff there, like leave the balloon stuff there and come back and get it later. They will deal with it with something along those lines. Basically, there was some form of agreement between the client who had the party here that these balloons were for, that she only needs to take her equipment and she can come back later for the balloons. It'll be fine. Anyway, she's come back later to deal with the rest of the stuff now, and the staff member from earlier who claimed that she was leaving a mess has come back out to annoy them about the same thing again, accusing them of leaving a mess again, even though they apparently didn't. And so she decides to approach it in a weird way, throwing her stuff over the fence apparently, and then also potentially assaulting her by shoving her fingers into her face, other things along those lines. And this is when the recording begins. Here's the clip.
You should have picked this up last night. You told my client that I had ethical. I have the screenshot. She didn't give me a time, and I have her saying that. Contact with you. Okay, so why are you trying to throw my stuff? I'm asking you to leave my property right now. I'm picking up my stuff. I'm asking you to leave. You accused me yesterday rudely. I'm asking you to not picking up stuff, and I told you respectfully that it wasn't us, and you kept on. Are you gonna finish? I'm trying to tell you, you wanted to talk to resolve this, and this is what you're going to throw my stuff over. I am asking you because you should have picked it up last night at midnight. You told my client I could come today, and you did not give her a time. I am asking you to leave. And you also put your hands on me when I was trying to come outside and get it. I asked you to go get your husband and have him come back and pick up your stuff. I'm not walking out of here without my stuff. I can grab my things. You wanted to talk to me, and I'm here. Can you go get your husband? Where you won't let me talk? Point blank. So you know what? I'm the one that won't let you talk. I'm the one. I'll go through the gate. Call 911. Call him. I have it on record. You have, look. You see this here? Call him. The only reason she stopped putting her hands on me was because I started recording. My client texted me, and I had the messages to prove it, and I even asked to make sure it wasn't going to be a problem. I'm leaving now. Call him. You can call him right now. You're the one recorded, and you have cameras here. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it either. I didn't do anything wrong. You can call 911. Is this how you treat other people? No, because you're the only one who comes and like leaves a mess. Are you Norma? I've only been here once before. Exactly. Where is your proof that I've made a mess? I've only been here once before, Norma. Do you think I'm losing it or what? I know you left your mess here. I know which one you did. No, but Norma, I am telling you, it wasn't me though. Please, back away. I am. You can call my husband. He should have came in here to begin with. No, I needed to talk to you because you don't understand some of these. I don't know how long you've been doing this. 3 years, ma'am, and I've never had an issue, and I wouldn't be landing the stuff that I'm landing. I wouldn't be landing the stuff that I'm landing. Every time you have a party, you don't pick it up? No, no, that's the thing, I don't. And last night the client said she would take it, and you did not give her a time. That's not my fault. I don't have to give her time. You can contact me and tell me. I did on the cell yesterday. You had my cell phone number. You had my cell phone number. Every day. Okay. I don't have to contact you. But you know what? what? You shouldn't be getting this worked up over it.
Really?
It's
No,
really not that
because
serious.
no, 'cause
and
you're
you shouldn't
accusing
be
me
trying
that
to throw my backdrop stand over the
Because you
fence.
accuse me. I mean, you're saying that you didn't leave your trash here. You did leave your trash here.
I did not,
You
though,
did
Norma.
too.
I cleaned up.
You did too. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. And stop. You did not. I was here. I'm here 98%.
You have
of the
cameras,
time.
don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great.
Yes, I do.
So we can also
Can
ask
you
for
just
that.
please leave?
I'm leaving.
Leave now.
I'm waiting for my husband
Leave
to get
now.
my stuff.
So now you're standing there just because you want to bicker.
No, I don't want to bicker with you.
That's all
You
you're
said
doing,
you
'cause
wanted to
don't
make
let me
things
talk.
right. I need my shit. I'm
You
not
see,
leaving
there you
without
go.
it.
You just want to keep on talking.
No.
Yes, you are. You don't be quiet.
She put her hands on me, and she did. She put her hands on me. She pushed me from coming outside to get my stuff.
Please leave.
No.
Because you don't want to listen to what my rules are.
I'm waiting for my husband to get my stuff.
And everybody else.
We're getting our stuff. There's no need to get physical.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, I have her on camera trying to throw my stuff. I wasn't trying to argue with her. Nope. Have a good day, Vicky. I'm turning this into the cops. Norma, I'm turning into the cops. Ridiculous. She literally tried throwing my shit over there. And she's put her finger in my face before I started recording.
Here's an easy way to solve this. If you're supposedly the main person who's here almost 99.9% of the time and you know there's cameras here, why don't you go through the effort to get the security footage to prove that it was definitively her who left the rubbish behind before you start all this nonsense? If this is supposedly a problem that is apparently happening only when she's here, wouldn't you be watching the footage the second time round? Wouldn't you want to actually, I don't know, take that footage so you can show her that yes, she's been caught, she was the one who did that? Why didn't you do that? Well, especially when you knew that she was going to come back again. Like, if you knew that she did this the first time, why weren't you making sure you grabbed footage of the supposed second time, which you've now come to accuse her of? It just seems a bit silly. If you know you've got security cameras and you know this person's apparently caused issues according to you, wouldn't you be wanting to double check that doesn't happen again? I don't know, it seems pretty normal to me, but apparently not. She would rather bicker and argue about it rather than actually getting proof that would have been easy to get for the second time round if these problems are supposedly already happening. In this clip, we have a little bit of an issue here. So the customer, the guy behind the camera, has discovered this item on the shelf in Walmart, labeled at $97. He decides to scan the item just to curiously see, like, is it actually $97? It turns out it's scanning up at $149. So he gets the staff involved, like, hey, what's this? And we have a very interesting conversation. Let's get into it.
But if he scanned it like he said it did,
So when you scan this, it says
Go
one.
ahead,
What does it say?
149.
But why does this display say 97?
Yeah, we're gonna scan it together. I can't tell you why the display.
What if I didn't
it's
have a
saying.
scanner though?
You'd have got up there
I
and
just
scanned this, just like we're gonna scan this.
But isn't that like?
No, it's not false advertising.
Why not?
It's not.
Why not?
Because if you scanned it like you say you did, it's going to show you the price of it.
But the display says 97.
The display says 197, but you just told me you scanned it. So if you scanned it, let's scan it.
What if I didn't have a scanner though?
But you talking about what ifs? We can't talk about what ifs.
What if
the world was green and this wouldn't be invented?
You can't rely on your customers, every single person, to have a scanner.
I can't, and I can't rely on what every single person says either, right? And since you said that
I can't rely on what Walmart says either. Then
okay, so you're right. You can't rely on what Walmart says, right?
I can't rely on what you're saying either.
You can't rely on what I'm saying. So
it's okay to call Michael.
Who is Michael?
Or what's
his name is Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
And he, what is he gonna tell me?
He's gonna tell you if you scanned it just like you say you did.
What if I didn't scan it though?
But that's not what you said. So we're talking about ifs.
Yeah.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
If you scanned it like you said you did, if you scanned it like you said you did,
you're making me
it's
take
149.
You're making me think that this exact model right here.
I'm not making you think anything because you
Walmart.
came to me.
You
No,
represent
Walmart
Walmart.
is not making you think anything.
Yeah, it says 97.
No, because Walmart isn't making you think anything because you came to me, a Walmart employee, and got me and said, you scanned
You're
this.
a representative of Walmart.
I am. Listen, we're going to go through this. I am a representative of Walmart.
So Walmart is telling me that that's
Walmart
97.
is telling you that this is $149.
No, it's telling me it's
telling
97.
you that this is $149
It says
because
97.
you walked up to me and said you scanned this.
Let me see. All right. So what does it say? It says 97. And this is
Go ahead and scan it.
This was there, right?
Go ahead and scan it.
Was that there?
Go ahead and scan it.
Was that there?
Go ahead and scan it.
That's fine, but you get it that
Was
it
that
says
there or not?
97.
But go ahead and scan it.
Was that there
but
in
you
display or
understand
not?
also, right, that it says 97.
I understand
there,
that.
and that's kind of
I
like.
understand.
That's
Okay,
kind of like.
okay, I get it.
Like,
Yeah,
it kinda
we.
gets, like,
So you need
know,
to.
like what?
It doesn't get you anything because I don't have a problem with giving you the vacuum cleaner for $97. He came to me and said he scanned it and it said it was $97.
No, I know.
It's not $97.
No,
it's not $97.
I scanned it and I knew it wasn't model.
Okay.
I scanned it and I knew it wasn't model. I understand the prices vary online and in the app.
No, I'm not talking about online or in the app. I'm not talking about anybody who said anything about online or in the app.
Okay, but you're disregarding
It says
the
here,
fact that it says
prices.
I'm not disregarding anything.
This wasn't displayed. You just took it out of there, right?
This was displayed right here.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
It was displayed right there.
Let's put it back. We're gonna start from the beginning because see, this is what you came and got me and said.
Yes. Yes.
It was displayed just
And
like
when,
that.
and when you scan that exact same thing that says 97, when you scan it, it gives you this model, right? It gives you the model.
When
right?
you scan this thing, it doesn't say $97.
But it says
It's
this model.
It doesn't say $97.
But it gives you this model.
I understand. $149.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't say.
Okay.
It doesn't. I agree with you.
It says $149.
I agree.
Okay, so you would like for us to match the price for $97?
Sure.
Not a problem. That's all we have to do from the beginning.
All right.
I love how quickly the Walmart employee just goes, yep, I'll just give you the $97 for the item then, when she realizes that he's been recording this entire interaction, because it's just like seems so nuts that she's trying her best. Nope, it's $149. That is what it is because you scanned it and it showed up at that. That's just not how that works. Now, right now I'm about to cite Australian consumer law, which I understand is a lot stricter and a lot stronger when compared to the consumer laws in America. But if the display ticket is either for the correct item or the shelf's been misfilled, like let's say this cleaning product has been filled into the slot where our dishwashing liquid is going, and the dishwasher liquid is cheaper than this cleaning product, but unfortunately they filled like 10 of this cleaning product in front of the ticket for the dishwasher liquid. They have to honor that price because it's been misfilled. That item is filled up in that slot at the wrong price, and they have to honor the price for the person who spots it and brings it up, and they have to immediately fix it. Well, in most cases, if it's an item that's under $50 or $100, depending on the policy of the supermarket, you actually get the item for free if it's displayed at the wrong price. Again, if it's an expensive item, they'll just match the lowest price at that point. But like that's just how it is. There's no matter what's happened afterwards, if it's displayed underneath the wrong price, that's the price they get it at. And that be that simple. Here we watch what happens when you fail to restrain your dog when you're opening up your front door to potentially grab an Uber Eats / DoorDash delivery.
Hey. Is it frost?
Is it just me as one of the bugs that fly past the camera make it look like the dog just suddenly got flung up into the air at the end there?
In this next clip, we got a Karen who's trying to get fresh cookies from McDonald's.
For my fresh cookies. Hi.
Hi, can I have you pull over to the side right now, please?
Are y'all gonna have my fresh cookies?
Yes.
And how long? How long?
2 minutes.
2 more minutes? Yeah. 2 more minutes.
Yes.
God damn. What's your name? You the new manager?
I'm the manager here.
The new one, right?
Yeah.
Damn, 2 more minutes. I'm going to ask you next time I come, can y'all please have some fresh cookies? Because I literally call and make orders every time. It's not fine. Damn, for 3 cookies, I gotta pull up for 3 cookies?
Yes,
2 minutes?
Have a great day.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you record, I'm being nice to you, okay?
All right, well, close the damn thing. You said you was gonna close. Yep, I am.
Can you please pull over?
I am.
Okay, can I have her money back, please? I'm gonna ask you to leave.
All right, give me my damn money for sure, because y'all got some raggedy ass employees anyway. I don't want y'all motherfucking cookies. The motherfuckers up in there showing each other manicures and shit. Manicures? That's what y'all got. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. I'm gonna tag your ass too. I'm gonna tag your ass on Facebook, so look for me. Because this shit is ridiculous. I gotta call every time for some fresh cookies at McDonald's. Why I gotta call every time? This shit is ridiculous.
Okay. You want to do that same thing? I could do it too, ma'am.
Yeah, my name is Brandy Wooten. Follow me on Facebook. The Brandy Hive going up. Woo, 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 woo. I really do this. I'm a real blogger, though, honey. Where's my money? Can I have my money? You already didn't threaten me. You was going to cash me my money, so give me my fucking money. Damn. All right, hurry up then, because that's what you said. You said you was going to give me my money, so give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my money. Where's my money? Give me my money. Thank you, boo. I will never come over here again. Look at her raggedy ass. Remember her face. The brandy hive going up, and I will leave when I want to. I will, bitch. You.
This is more of a query to you guys who live in America. Do McDonald's sell cookies, and B, are they usually fresh anyway, or are those like those type of things where they were cooked in the morning, or maybe they're just frozen dough that comes in, gets slightly cooked and thrown out there for you guys? Like, it's a fast food restaurant. If you're trying to go for fresh, good cookies, go to a fucking bakery or something. Like, why are you going to McDonald's for that? Like, what the fuck? I don't think this is the one-up you think it is, honey. You just, you kind of just embarrass yourself on the internet. Good one.
Here we have a very interesting clip, to say the least. Basically what's apparently happened beforehand. We don't have a full knowledge of what actually happened here, but apparently this kid driving in their truck here almost hit these guys who are walking their dogs on what seems to be a shared road type thing. And in response to them almost being hit, they decided to throw dog shit onto their car. And so this guy's like, hey, why'd you do that for? And here we are.
Why'd you throw poop on my car?
You almost hit us.
What do you mean I almost hit you? I went on the other side of the lane.
The wrong guy, bro. You almost hit my wife and my dogs. Keep driving.
Sir, you were on the...
Keep driving.
Sir, you threw poop on my car. Sir, I'm on mine. You can't do, like...
You almost hit my wife and my dogs. Keep driving.
Sir, I did not almost hit you guys. What are you talking about? Bro, this... Sir, are you okay? I'm telling you, I was driving this way.
You can stop, okay?
You're telling me.
Turn your phone off and learn how to.
Girl, get the out of my face and get out of here.
I'm 17, bro.
I don't give a. You almost hit my family. Get the out of here.
Sir. I'm going 25 miles an hour. The speed limit is 25. If the speed limit is 5, I can go 25.
You almost hit my wife and dogs. Get out of here.
Oh my god, and I almost hit you guys. And you could throw shit on my car. Like, what the hell is this? I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops.
There's two things I have right off the bat here. Isn't it funny how the people that are always screaming and yelling, get out of my face, are also the same people to walk up to the car and get into someone else's face instead? Like, I get the gist of what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, leave me alone, off type deal, but he's saying in a way, get out of my face, even though he's literally come up to the car and put his face in front of someone else's face and then said that, which makes no sense whatsoever. And also, is it just me who's a little bit concerned that a 17-year-old is driving a vehicle of this size and power? I don't know. Like, that just might just be me thinking like, should we really have people who probably haven't been driving for that long drive vehicles this deadly? I don't know. And yeah, he might have been doing the speed limit down the road, but I mean, there's one of these things where it's called, when you drive a lot, you learn to be wise with what you're doing. Like, yeah, the speed limit's 25, but there are people currently walking, so maybe it's smart to slow down a little bit so you have a lot more reaction time to get around them. I don't know. It's a weird one. What are your thoughts, actually? Comments below. Here we have a fun one. We have a disabled guy who's behind the camera here confronting a couple in their beater van who are parking in a disabled car park when they seemingly don't have a reason to be there.
We're in a disabled parking space.
You came to us.
What does that even mean?
That means that you bothered us. We didn't come to you, so
I
that
couldn't
recording's
park
nothing.
there, and I had to park down the street. How is that
we
good?
didn't know that you had a parking spot. We didn't know.
There was a big sign right in front of you.
You couldn't tell us
There's
anything.
a big sign.
You couldn't be a big man.
There's a big sign that says disabled parking.
You couldn't be a big man and come and ask us
I had to park down the block.
You couldn't be a big man
Okay, let's think about
move.
this. Let's think.
Move.
If I asked you to move, if I asked you to move, I would have to go all the way back to my van.
You could have asked us to move.
I would have to park to ask you to move.
You can ask your driver to come ask us
I drive
to move.
myself.
Well, I'm sorry. You could have been a big man and came to us and asked us to move.
Let's think. I park, I come ask you to move, I go back to my van and then park again. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
Why don't you be a big man and just ask us to move? I don't know, how about you be considerate motherfuckers and just not park in a disabled car park in the first place? That's not a parking spot for you, you entitled pricks. Heck, it's illegal. If police see you do that, oh, that's a ticket right then and there, because illegal parking. You're not meant to be there. So don't be this like, oh, why don't you be a big man? Buzz off. You're being an entitled prick because you shouldn't even be there in the first place.
Here we have a Karen who decides to accuse someone else of stealing stuff, even though she's got pretty much no proof of doing so, and the security guard that is right there is also not trying to do anything about this apparent stealing in the first place. Anyway, here's the clip.
Ever in your life. You have no idea what just happened.
You stealing? You stealing? They
I'm
have it
stealing?
on camera.
You want to see?
They have it on camera.
You're a girl. You're and you're gonna look stupid right now when you see that I didn't take.
Okay.
You're gonna look stupid.
Okay.
Ooh, you're ooh.
Yeah.
In front of your child.
Yeah.
In front of your don't ever do like that, homegirl. You don't do like you get dropped. Like you. Chequeme las cosas, por favor. Chequeme las cosas porque ahorita timbró y fue a agarrarme la bolsa de la mano.
Si quieres tú sácalas, pero yo
Okay.
no te voy a sacar nada. No hay problema por mí. No, a lo mejor es tu bolsa la que
Sí, cuando entré, pero lo que pasa es que este tiene, por eso lo vine a regresar y de aquí tengo el recibo. Cuando entré pitó, pero ahorita salió la
yo sé que
Come outside. Come on. Come on.
Would I have ended this clip by attempting to get this Karen to come outside and fight me? Maybe not. Might not be the brightest of ideas I would have ever have had in that moment, but I suppose it's worked in this situation because the Karen's like, actually no, I don't want to deal with this mess anymore, and it's just stay inside the shop and try not to get involved.
This clip is a very interesting one. So this person who's in front of the camera, the guy, I'm not 100% sure, is supposedly the receptionist here, is meant to be in charge whenever the managers aren't around. At least that's according to them, quote from the managers that are in charge when they are around. And this guy here is not exactly happy with how they decide to treat the workplace and decides that, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going to confront them about this entire issue. And here's the clip.
You can leave the desk.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I'm not
If someone
supposed. I'm
asks
not
you
even supposed to leave.
You can
for
do
towels.
something. You can do something. You
I'm
can
not
do
supposed
something.
to leave.
You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing.
Fine,
I gotta
get
do
trained
my.
on
I gotta
front
do my
desk.
job. I gotta do my job. My job is to make sure everything is done.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm doing.
And take my request that I can't do.
No. It's not take care of your because you're not no manager. I keep telling you that.
Yes, I am.
You're not a manager. No, you're not.
I am the manager on duty when no one else is
You're not
here.
no manager on duty. There's no manager on duty. Only manager that come here is from 7 to 3. So what are you talking about?
So after them, I become manager.
No, you're not a manager.
Yes, I am.
You're a receptionist who take check in and check out. That's it. That's all you do.
So ask
If
Andrea
you want to
then.
do something,
Ask Jamie.
Listen, if you want to do something, get up and do it. I'm doing my job. I have a job to do too.
Okay, then leave.
I have a job to do too.
If you have a different job to
I'll
do,
leave
then
when
leave.
it's when it's 11 o'clock. That's when I
Okay.
leave.
Yeah, that's when
You
I
don't
leave
tell
too.
me when to leave. You don't tell me when to leave.
But you leave whenever
You're
you want
not
to
a
anyway.
manager. You're not a manager.
You leave whenever you want to
You're not
anyway.
a manager. Do you understand? Get that through your head.
No, because I have
Get
been
that
told
through
I
your
am
head.
manager on duty.
Who told you that?
Jamie.
Jamie told you that?
Yes.
Jamie did not tell you that.
And Andrea.
Jamie-
And everybody else.
No, they did not
when
tell you
they
that.
leave, I am
No,
manager.
They said you're in charge to take care, make sure everything is okay.
In
during the
charge
day.
means manager.
No, you're not no manager. You're in charge to make sure check-ins and check-out it goes right. You're not no manager.
Okay.
You're not no manager.
Okay.
So take care of what you got to take care out here and stop trying to act like you know everything because you don't know everything.
No, I I don't, and
No,
I've
you
never
don't.
said that
No, you
I
don't.
do.
You call me on the radio for bullshit to plugging people a
Because
TV.
that's what you're
You go
supposed to do.
No, I don't. You go do it. You go do it. Stop being lazy.
I'm not lazy. I
Stop
can't
being
leave the
lazy.
damn desk.
Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. You can't leave the desk.
No, I can't.
You don't leave the desk when you go sit your ass down there right there? What are you doing? Leaving the desk, right? What are you doing?
No, I'm not, because I'm right
You're
here.
sitting right there. What are you doing?
Eating or doing something that
You're
I am
in the
bodily
lobby.
function.
What is that? What is that over there?
Being in the lobby, that is being at the desk.
No, that's not being at the desk. You sound stupid. You sound stupid right now. If
Are
you're
you
sitting over
recording
there,
me?
you're not
Or are you
at the
recording?
desk. If you're sitting over there, you're not at the desk.
Okay, but what am I doing when I'm there?
You're
I'm
over there
eating.
having a good conversation, talking with your girlfriends and boyfriends and cousins and them. That's what you're doing.
You don't know.
While I'm cleaning. While I'm cleaning and I'm doing
Okay,
my
and
job.
You're not here to get all of the bullshit that I get.
Listen, at the end of the day, do your job. Get
I
up
have
and
been
do
doing
something.
my job.
You know, it'd be an easy solution to this entire mess for a problem that seemingly has blown way out of proportion. Get the supposed manager involved to talk to both of you at the same time and make it clear what they can and can't do, and if they're actually in charge when they're not around or not. It seems completely unnecessary and obtuse, but you know, considering the situation is blown up already to this degree, then I think that's necessary. I don't know what he's getting his information from and why he's claiming that they don't have that jurisdiction, but they're claiming that, oh, well, I've been told that when they're not around, I'm in charge, which in theory makes them effective manager, quote unquote. I'm guessing there'll still be things that they can't do when compared to the normal manager, but they've been told that they're effectively in charge, so I don't know. It literally becomes a question of, okay, if you're having these issues, why haven't you gone to your supposed managers about this? And if you have, what have you gotten from them? And if you have and you've gotten not what you want from them, then why are you now going off of your co-worker when you've already gone to your manager about it and they've decided not to do anything about it? I don't know, this seems all ridiculously stupid and so unnecessary, but here we are.
In this clip, we got a bit of a loony Karen on the plane here who seems to be going on a bit of a ramble and a rant about other people getting drinks before her and seems to have a little bit of a racist intent.
You're serving them drinks, but I'm white. You're disturbing the cabin. That's number one. No, I'm not. So we're asking you kindly, if you don't mind, just to take your seat. I will. We will not be serving you any alcohol. You never served me any alcohol, but you served the black people. We will not be serving you any. And that's fine. Okay. And you never served me anyone. But you're discriminating against me because I'm white. Again, I'm going to ask you just to take your seat. I am going to sit. Okay. But you're discriminating against me because I'm white. I'm white, and you don't like white people. Black life matters, white life matters. Where it's all peace and love. Fucked up. Fucked up shit. White life matters, black life matters. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm disturbing somebody. Wow.
I know, I'm watching you, brother.
She wants the water.
So there's probably a few things with this one here. Either genuinely, she's either gotten a little high or something prior to the flight, which I doubt that'd be the choice you'd make because that could get you in a bit of trouble, or probably more likely had some alcohol whilst waiting for the flight, because you know that is a possible thing. Actually, I don't know what is within American airports. I know here in Australia, past the security, when you're in like the waiting lobby, you got your foods, you've got Lego stores for some reason, don't ask why. Get some Lego on your way out of the city you're in, I suppose. And then there's also bars and restaurants where you can get alcohol, you can even buy wine, and supposedly she may have gotten a little bit tipsy from that and is now just spewing her very not great thoughts out to everyone to make everyone understand that in truth, behind the mask, she's a bit of a racist. Oh well, the mask is gone now. Also, I just love how they did the call, when she did the call for staff button, they turned it off and then she turned it back on, they turned it off again, and then she turns it back on and finally someone decides to come to actually give her something. It's just like, lol, oh, you're trying to turn it on? No, we're turning it off first. Sorry about that, we don't want you.
Here we get dropped into the middle of a barber's school place thing where this guy's getting a haircut and he's having a bit of kerfuffle with the person who claims to be the owner of this barber shop.
No, I'm a client. I don't have to follow rules here.
Yes, you do, because this is a barber school. Give it to me.
No.
I will have your ass thrown right out of here. I'll call the police.
Okay.
Give me the mirror.
No, you cannot take it from my hand like that.
Let go of the
Let go.
Is this real?
Yeah,
this is very real.
I'm recording.
This is real.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you.
It's real.
Okay.
You are not the
All
boss
right.
in here.
No, I'm a client.
It doesn't matter.
You're
She's
the boss,
a
I'm a
student.
client.
She's a student.
So you're not doing good customer service, not teaching her
I'm sorry
nothing.
you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm proof.
You've been very nasty the whole time you've been
Really?
in here. Yes.
How?
Very
The first
nasty.
time.
You didn't record the first part of you being in here being nasty. Now, are you
I'm
ready
not
to
being
go?
nasty to her.
Are you ready to go and pay for your haircut?
I want you to finish.
She will finish, but you're not going to use the mirror while she finishes.
She gave me the mirror to check if it was okay.
Right.
Is that
and
okay
now
to
it's
check?
Time, yes, and now it's time to put the mirror down.
Okay. But you need to
You have
ask
some
me.
real issues.
Oh, I have issues?
Yes, I think
oh,
so.
Really? You're a psychologist also?
Yes, actually I am.
Oh, thank you. What are you doing here?
And you, what are you doing here?
I'm cutting my hair.
And
I
we
came
appreciate
here
it.
to pay, cut my hair.
we
Please
appreciate
leave
it.
away. Leave.
We appreciate
Now
it.
you can leave.
No, I own this place. I don't
Okay,
ever
good.
leave. I don't
so
ever leave.
you cannot be right now. I want to just finish my hair and don't want to talk to you
Do you
no
want
more.
me to finish the front for you?
What do you mean?
Do you want me to line it up for you? I can do it for you.
What? You threatening me?
No, I
Are
can line
you
it for
threatening
you.
me? No, I want her to finish. Please do not touch me. Do not touch me, please.
I'm not going to touch
Please
you.
go, move away. You're too close to me. Please move away, ma'am.
Okay.
Move away, ma'am.
All right.
Please
Here, you
move
wanna
away,
line 'em up
please.
here, honey?
Can you please move away? Can you move away from me?
Go ahead.
Can
line
you
'em up.
please move away from me? You move away from me?
I'm not moving any further.
Can you please move away from
No,
me?
thank you. Let her finish.
I need to touch. Ma'am, you don't need to touch me. Hey, you assaulted me. You guys are witnessing this stuff happening here?
I just
You
wanna
are
know what
crazy.
I want to know what your name is, buddy. That's all.
So?
No, I got it.
Good. You're gonna remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good.
He's not an American citizen.
Yes, so what's the difference?
Nothing.
Your grandparents were Americans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're? Native? You're native?
Yes.
With blue eyes?
Half.
Yeah, half.
Please go get
You're
your money.
so, you're unbelievable.
I wish
You're
you
gonna be
would come.
famous.
You should come
You're
and
gonna be
I hope
famous.
so. God, I
You
hope
will.
so. Blow it up.
Unfortunately, yes, this guy starts recording in the middle of his latest interaction with this person and has nothing of what happened beforehand, which could either be non-consequential, doesn't particularly matter much, or could be him being a rude person. Who knows? We don't have that information. All we know, it just seems this entire thing's a bit of a weird kerfuffle to have over a mirror of all things. Though the comment at the end there when she gets to see his ID purely because he does not have cash to pay for the haircut, when she notices that he's not an American citizen, she has to make a comment on that, which is interesting to say the least.
Here you have a Karen who's upset that this person is using their native language when talking to their family and friends in the store.
Then why don't you speak English here? I grew up in a family that they all spoke Polish. And I said, you're in America, speak English.
This is a free country. I can speak any language I want to, okay?
If we went to your country, that's some countries consider it an insult if you don't speak.
You don't like it, you don't have to listen to me, okay? That's insulting what you're doing here.
What? How is it insulting? I'm shopping.
Because I heard your comment.
I'm living in a free
I don't give a shit, okay?
I live in a
Talk to my
country.
hand.
Don't tell me what I'm allowed. That's why there's Democrats and Republicans. Don't tell me what I
And don't tell me what language I talk to my family, okay?
I know, but the whole
Shut up.
Be quiet.
Shut the fuck up. That's my English, plain English.
I'm allowed to talk to my daughter the way I want. He didn't have to. I wasn't even talking to him. So he is in the wrong. I'm minding my own business. And that other woman over there butted into my conversation with my daughter. I never was talking to anybody. They were butting into my conversation. So they're in the wrong. You need to tell them to be quiet. And I'm the first generation here. They spoke Polish in my house. And I told my family the same thing. You want to be an American, you want to come to this country, you want to leave. And my grandmother did.
Yes, I do, honey.
Okay.
I'm going that way.
Oh my God.
Decided I speak full language and I don't give a shit, okay? You leave us. Call the floor. I don't care. Call the floor.
I never said anything.
I'm sorry, but really? Some countries will feel offended if you don't speak their natural language when you're in the presence of other people in that country. Who the f would get offended by that? Genuinely speaking. Oh, racist people. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, wait, that must mean you're a racist person because you're currently being offended for someone speaking their own language to their friends and family. Interesting. Genuinely speaking, who cares? Granted, this comes from a person who lives in Australia, and in Australia there is a lot of different cultures and people from various different countries that live here. I think I've heard I've heard French recently in my trip down to Melbourne. Like there was a group that spoke French, and that was very interesting. Never heard French before in my life, but now I have. Honestly, I love hearing other people's languages. I will never understand most of them because, quite frankly, I don't have the time and effort to put in for most of them. There will be a few that I will attempt to learn because I do want to go to those countries sometime in the future, but it's really awesome hearing other people's languages and hear how other people speak to each other. It's very interesting when it comes down to it, and I don't find it as offensive if they choose to speak their own language to their friends and family. Yeah, there might be cases where they're insulting you or things along those lines and they're doing it in their language that you don't understand that that's happening, but that's par for the course. We're all human beings. A lot of people talk behind other people's backs just because. We're humans. We like to gossip like madmen for some dumb reason. But like, genuinely speaking, who cares? Like, what? This clip is quite interesting. So there seems to be a bit of a kerfuffle that has occurred in this Uber ride, and unfortunately we jump in the middle of this argument when one of the passengers has whipped out of her phone to record the rest of this incident. I'm just going to let you watch it before I give you my thoughts.
Keep it up, please keep it up.
I will.
Good, keep it up.
Respect is earned and deserved.
Yeah, and you haven't given none.
Go now, go back.
Respect is earned.
And when are you going to give some, sir? When?
I'm sick and tired of
I've been in this car for 50 minutes. When have you respected me as a passenger? When? I got in here. I asked you, can you turn your music down? You turned the shit up even more. Nobody should have to ask you that.
You feel so entitled.
Yes, I feel entitled because I'm a passenger.
You're a passenger, but this is...
And this is your job.
It's not my job.
It's your job.
It's my car. I can kick you out of the car anytime I want to.
Guess what?
I don't work for anybody.
Then you do whatever you need to do.
I don't work for anybody.
Please.
I work for myself.
Okay. Keep on.
You know,
keep
I
on,
can
keep
kick
on.
you out of it's my car.
Okay.
Please, she's no worse. Don't be quarreling with her, please. Just go. Go
You
like this.
black
Take
Americans,
the
you feel
next-
so entitled. Over what?
The next right.
Lazy as...
Ooh, yes, yep.
Go get some job. You like to live on welfare. My tax money is taking care of you equally if you don't know that. Fool.
Keep it up.
Bullshit.
Yep.
If you're dealing with other persons, don't f shit with me. I'll kick your ass. I even kick you too, physically.
The first right.
My God. You're crazy.
The
office right here.
See, I'm on the phone. I'm following the GPS, and that's what the GPS is telling me to do.
And I asked you why you on the phone to make a left turn.
I am following the GPS, and I was
so
right.
So what? The GPS
right.
is wrong sometimes. That's why I'm up and paying attention so I can tell you which way to go.
If you have different issues, I'm not responsible for it. If you have issues, I'm not responsible for it.
If you're asking who I think is in the wrong in this situation, I genuinely think it's a good mix of both of them. From the sounds of it, there's a high chance the Uber driver, when they had music on, was told to turn it down, and they may have turned it up, or it could have just went to a different song that was slightly louder than others. It is a thing. It's a very funny issue. Like, there's some songs that I'll listen to on Spotify that are a lot lower in volume, and I'll have to have the volume a lot higher to hear them nicely. And then there's other songs that are a bit louder in comparison, and that causes issues. Or maybe he did deliberately turn the music up in response to their complaint. That is a bit of a dick move. Whatever. I think the biggest issue that's come here is that instead of just like, yep, cool, we're almost at the end of our drive, let's just sit here and wait and get this over and done with and move on with our lives, you decide to start this argument here for one reason or another, and now you're just getting into a useless argument with your person who's currently driving you to your destination. Because yes, they could just literally kick you out of the car now. They don't have to put up with you. And yes, I get the concerns that GPSs are going to take the wrong directions at times, but the Uber drivers are usually just going to follow the GPS. It's just better for you to sit back and let them go and do their thing, you know? As I said, I think both sides are on the wrong here. The Uber driver could have handled this a fair bit better, and then there's also the special dick move if he did deliberately turn his music up in response to being asked to turn it down. But the passengers also has just handled this in a most terrible fashion. Like, I've done Uber recently. I've done Uber driving recently because I did go on a trip like a week ago. And one guy had music playing. I didn't particularly care. It's something I just don't care about. I'm just there to be taken to my destination, be done with it. Like, no need to make a big deal out of something that's not worth it. Here we have a very funny interaction between a person who's doing their delivery and the people who are there not really being too happy about it. It's very funky, to say the least. Here's a clip.
Come on, man. We got people recording me without permission.
You're in plain view.
I sure am, and you are too.
All I asked you is to not be rude to my customer. That's all I asked. You started calling me names. I never once called you anything.
What did I call you, ma'am?
Baby.
Oh, I thought you said I called you a cuss word.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, baby.
Oh. Kristen, I'll send this to you.
And do what with it? And do what with it? What y'all gonna do with it?
I don't understand what your problem is.
I don't understand what y'all problem is. Only thing I want to do is come do my job. When y'all making that hard on me, I cannot do my job. This is the pickup point. I have to use this ramp. I have to use this ramp to get my mail, and that's the pickup. This is the. You're not gonna tell me what's the pickup point for my job. Are you seriously telling me how to do my job?
I've worked here for 26
I don't care how
years.
many years you worked here for. Do I need to call Dukes because y'all lie and say she used to do this and do that, but every time I ask her, she just said she never did it.
I have nothing to say to you.
And so why you staying right here talking to me then? Exactly. You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what?
You were being.
You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what? You came out here to do what? You're standing right here talking to me for what?
You won't even let me talk.
I don't want to hear you talk. I've been saying that from the beginning.
I mean, first off, he can record you without permission. You can rightfully say, well, what are you going to do with that? Well, what's the point of doing that? But also saying, you have my permission to record me. It's like, yeah, and you're in public. So, you don't have reasonable rights to privacy when you're out in public. It'd be what it be. Move on from that, you know? But the second part of this is just like, I thought maybe the person behind the camera was a bit of a Karen, especially considering how this clip starts off. But then when the supposed owner of one of the shops here complains about being name called, and the name call is babe, it's just... Is it just me when I heard that I was just like, okay, that's ridiculous. That is stupid. Oh no, someone called you babe when talking to you. That just might be how they speak. That's not even meant to be an insult to you. Legitimately. I don't think there's ever been a context where I've legitimately heard babe used as an insult against someone. Not properly. There are the stupid men idiots who use it against someone they don't know because they think they're slick, but, you know, besides that point. Here we have a Karen who's having a few issues with something in the emergency room, so she's demanded to talk to the manager so that she can tell everyone the problems that she's having with the place, not only to the staff member, but also to the manager at the same time, rather than, you know, helping explain the story now. But you know what? It gets even funnier by the end of the clip, but I'll let you watch it first and find out.
That's not what I'm talking about. Please get a manager, man. I don't want to talk to you because I want to say it one time. No, if you don't want to do it, I'm going to say it once before I pass out. Go get the manager or the charge nurse. I'm going to tell you and her at the same time, one time.
I would gladly do that, but before I do that, I need to do one thing.
What do you want?
I want you to
No, I'm not going back down in that hallway because I just came from out of there. And if I had stayed there, I probably would have died. Go get her.
Then you can sit outside for me to get the manager.
Miss, what's about to happen is a goddamn lawsuit. If you don't stop talking to me and take your ass back there and go get your purse.
I'm not getting anybody that's going to where you're supposed to be. So once you decide,
I'm where I'm supposed to be right here because y'all left me in the hallway over there to die. I'm not going back in that fucking hallway.
you can wait outside. You have the right to refuse to test.
I bet you better go get me some goddamn medical help. I bet you that.
Back there or outside the safe, I'll gladly get the supervisor, but you can't wait in the
Yeah, get her. Go get her.
I'm not giving anybody to you where you are, just so we're clear.
About my, get off the phone, whoever that is. No, get off the phone. Get off the phone. No, get off the phone. Get ready to call the police and 911. They refusing me medical attention and I'm sick. I ain't doing all that dumb shit.
The sheer audacity and entitlement to ask someone else who is there for their own reasons, who is currently on the phone, to get off the phone so they can call the police for you is actually insane. Don't you have your own phone? Why can't you do it yourself? Why do you have to get someone else who completely does not manage the situation? They're not involved in any way, shape, or form aside from being in the same place as you because they're here for their own reasons, to tell them to get off the phone so they can call the police for you. Do it yourself, you entitled prick. Seriously.
Here we have a very interesting clip. So apparently what happened prior to this is that this guy's 15-year-old stepdaughter came in the store, brought something, and apparently one of the store clerks kissed her hand for some odd reason. Anyhow, here we witness a bit of the father's reaction as well as the development of the story in where it goes.
Call him. Call the police. Call him. Say they can run the camera.
Bro, trust me, bro.
Tell him to come up here.
No, bro, please trust me. I will not do that things.
Which one of you motherfuckers did it?
No, bro.
Turn that off. Tell the
Hey,
police
look
to get up
here.
here.
We were good or not. You know how.
No, we ain't good. Ain't nobody good with me to touch my daughter.
I didn't did it, bro. Why would I?
Tell him
do
to
that?
run the camera.
Coming from other country, I would do that.
Tell him to run the camera. Yeah, you other country motherfuckers is weird. Since you calling the police, tell him to come on, mother. Come on. And I ain't taking shit. Call him. Say run that Call him. Say run that camera. No, I don't trust you. Call him. Call him. Tell him to run the mother camera. Cause guess what? You going to jail for kissing my goddamn hand, mother. Guess what? Whatever one of you just did it, you going to jail. Yeah, we gonna see. What your boy back there deleting the footage from the cameras?
No, he will not do that.
You weird mother.
Bro, we are not doing
Okay.
that. No money.
People might need to stop sexually harassing people's children when they come in the store.
Take me.
What they word at? I don't know.
Don't delete no footage.
Can I
Don't
not get
delete
out?
the footage. Oh, you want to talk now? So which one of you did it? My stepdaughter was up here. She said the guy behind the counter was over here kissing her hand. She is underage. She is 15 years old.
So who did it?
So who did it?
If I did, trust me, my intentions are nothing like that.
Oh, so now
So
it's
it was
if I
you.
did, my
So it was
intentions
you.
weren't like that.
So it
But
was
guess
you.
what? When the police come to get me,
It
they're
was you.
taking your ass to jail too.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. I'm taking it off.
No, it's locked.
No, bro, please.
You going to jail. Right with it.
Destruction of property, all shit. You ain't gotta do all that. We ain't not in prison anymore, damn it.
There is nothing like that, sir.
Put your hands out. Put them out.
Nothing like that, sir. Please trust me.
Unlock the door, the police here. It's unlocked. Oh, I know this officer. Open it. Oh, shit. I was trying to help you out.
It's unlocked, sir.
Who do that? Y'all some motherfucking nasty ass weird motherfucker though. Who the do that? Would you want somebody to do that to your daughter? He said
Shouldn't
it's
have
open,
touched
but
my
it's
daughter.
not. You weird ass motherfucker. Always trying to fuck somebody's kids and shit.
Her hand. Run their cameras back. Run that camera. She's underage and he was up here kissing on her hand.
Okay, hold on. This, y'all from...
You already know. You know me. I said, I know this
think about
officer.
when I
Yeah,
was-
yeah, it's me.
Yeah, he was kissing on my hand.
No, they was just customers in here.
Okay, y'all go ahead and...
Y'all go ahead.
Get off.
No, go ahead. Take your stuff and go. Take your stuff and go. Y'all got some
Call
free shit.
Dwayne and tell him to
Y'all
bail
got
me
some
out.
free shit and go. Get some free shit and go.
You heard me, Dad? You heard me?
What happened?
Call Dwayne and tell him to bail me out of the stand.
Okay, I will.
And tell him to
I gotta
tell-
record though.
And tell him to tell the
If
show
he do any problem with you, you go for food.
Shut the f talking. Shut the f up talking. Shut the f up talking. Stop. I'm not. I'm going that way.
No, you can sit right there.
Oh, okay.
Just stop.
Well, I sit right there.
You cook down beef.
It's locked. I can't get it. Okay.
Stand up. Put your palms together.
Run that cameras. They ain't to talk to my stepdaughter. She around the corner. I'll go to jail for this.
I know. Okay.
I don't give a play with my kids.
Y'all go walk out. It do not. It is not.
My stepdaughter just told me that the guy behind the counter was kissing on her hand.
Didn't want to let her hand go while she trying to pay for her stuff. The maid, but she came in the stove.
No, talk to me. Talk to me.
She came in the stove, and the maid, like behind the counter or whatever, was kissing on her hand. Didn't want to let her hand go when she was trying to pay for her stuff.
When was this?
Just a few minutes ago. That's
Not too long ago. When I pulled up to the house, they told me.
Okay. Who was with her?
My
stepmother,
her best friend, my daughter, and her best friend. They was together.
Any adult?
No adult.
Oh, so they just walked up here or something?
Yes.
From the house?
And they 15 and 16.
Yes.
Gotcha. Where they at now?
They at home.
Okay.
And then this motherfucker gonna say,
hey, look.
If I did it, I didn't have no bad intention.
Can you go kill
my kids?
Yeah, and bring them back up
Yeah,
here.
put my phone in your phone.
I got it.
No, put it in my pocket.
I got your phone.
No, take my phone.
I got your phone.
No, let me get it.
I'm sorry.
How you gonna get it? You ain't got no hands.
Put it in my pocket.
No, I have to take it. You can't have your phone on you.
No, I know, but if they take me to jail...
Oh, you want your phone with you?
Yeah, so when I get out, I can call. That's what I'm saying.
Go get her. Bring it back.
I'm gonna
so
get her,
we
bring
get
her back.
statements and all of that.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Rough. If I'm completely honest, it's one of those things where I would say that this is definitely not how you should handle something like this, but at the end of the day, I can understand why would be how you'd choose to handle it. I'm not a parent myself, so I will never understand the pure emotion behind, like, your kids and stuff along those lines, but I can vaguely understand how this would happen. It's... again, I would say this would not be the way you'd go about it, because you've now probably copped yourself a bunch of charges for just the sheer destruction of property that you've caused here. And maybe, hopefully, the guy who ultimately admitted to, yes, he kissed his daughter's hand for some odd reason, will at least get something. I don't know what, though, because it also depends on another thing. Like, think about it for a moment. We didn't get to see the girl at all. Like, who knows? It could be someone who looks a lot older for their age. I'm not saying that would make it right. I'm just saying that could be a possibility. It could be something that gets this person off with a very light, non-existent thing. Heck, they might not even get in trouble at all, because it'd be just like, okay, that's weird, don't do it again. But it depends on what they get from the possible camera footage that apparently exists of this. It's just not a fun situation to be in whatsoever. Yeah.
Here we get dropped into the middle of an argument when the apparent business owner or business worker here says, and I quote, "You people," in reference to apparently being kidnapped. Here's the clip.
You to make a racial statement and say someone held you hostage 2 years ago for the same thing and the same people. What same people? African American people?
I didn't hear her say that.
That's it. Of course you didn't hear her say it.
No. Don't be getting me involved.
She said it verbatim. Her exact words were, someone held me hostage. Oh, no, I can understand people very clearly.
Sometimes, so
no, it wasn't hard to understand.
I never say.
So you didn't say the same people. You didn't say that.
People, blah, 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 blah.
No,
okay?
your exact
Don't say African, don't say.
Oh, no, you didn't say that. You said the same situation, same people. So what same people?
Okay. Oh, you are right.
Oh, I know I am.
Yes,
I know what I heard, too. I know what I heard, too. You may not have heard it, but I heard it.
Stop it.
You're wrong, Patricia, and you know it.
Language, I think she...
No. What she said was somebody held her hostage 2 years ago. Same problem, same people. What same people?
No, she's inside, but don't touch me, don't nothing. But
yeah, be clear about that. I've not touched you one time or threatened you.
The word I did the word three things for $40 each, but
and I paid you.
Yes, she paid me for.
And I told you that they were not, that you did not do it correctly, and you told me that you would fix it.
More work.
No, I don't need more work. I want you to fix what you messed up.
Could you hear?
Why are you lying?
Well, I a little bit because she's low.
So what? I'm not threatening you, nor am I in your face. I'm not by you. I haven't touched you. I haven't threatened you. I've done none of the above. None of the above.
Thank you.
And it's not that I'll dispute it with my bank. It's just that simple, because you did not finish my file. For you to lie and say that I want more done when you did not correctly do it is insane. I have the text messages. I have the text messages of you saying bring it back and you'll fix it. So why would you lie to the police and tell them that you didn't charge me? Why would you charge me when you didn't do it correctly? Then, Patricia, again, you told me that it would be done yesterday. It's not. Why won't you be accountable for your work?
I'm going to assume that she probably admits to that sarcastically in that clip, but that's about it. I'm really curious in what actually happened beforehand, what was actually said, because I don't think people would flare up in this exact matter over nothing, but also on the same note, we've seen that type of thing before. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions, but on this note, if she did actually say that, which seems to be likely in this case, that's kind of racist depending on how you meant that, which is... I mean, there's not really many ways you can mean that when you say you people to a person of color. Here we have a wild Karen freak out at the local bookstore, not library, idiot.
My money back. I just paid for both of those books and I want my money back.
You just call the cops?
Yeah, I did. Because I paid for that shit. You said I didn't pay for it. Yeah, I do. I have anything. You didn't even have a receipt.
So you don't have a receipt?
I don't. He didn't give it to me. This just almost hit me while I was walking out the door.
You haven't even made it out the door.
Honey, he just almost attacked me when I walked out the door. This man. I just paid for both these Bibles. Can you please get the guy to tell him to mirror? The guy that just check me out.
If you keep going,
And who was before you?
you're not going to stop yelling.
You need to go get Alex and give me my money back. I want my book.
What do you mean by this one?
Then where is it at? Because that's the one you checked out. You mustn't have run up the right one.
He bought you that.
No, I paid for both of them.
Man, you need to leave.
No, where's the camera? The camera's right there. I want my money back. You dumbass bitch. I just paid for the camera. Go get the camera and pull it. That's wild.
I'm so curious what actually happened prior to the clip here to even get her to this state where she's just obsessively yelling and screaming at literally anyone who gets in her way, claiming that someone hit her on their way out and all this other crap. It just seems wild, but hey, here we are. This guy's doing a delivery to her house, and the person who lives there is seemingly very racist because apparently, quote, she prefers when white and black people do her deliveries and not these kind of people. Here's the clip.
Only got this problem since they got all you people delivering everything to everybody now. You people are messing up everything.
Why were you messing up everything?
White and black people were delivering my food. I like that. Now I got all you other people.
So you're racism, huh?
Oh, I don't like you people.
You don't like us?
No.
Why is that?
Because I bet you're not even in this country legally.
No, I am.
I bet you.
I was born here.
You don't know.
I was born here.
You can't speak no better English than that.
I was born here. I was born here.
And your English is no better than that.
Yeah, that's okay, but I was born here.
I don't believe that.
You don't have to believe it.
I don't believe that.
I don't have to believe it.
All my stuff been messed up. Every time you people been delivering my food, messed up.
I've been delivering this for 10 years. I never had one complaint.
Well, you know what? You ain't been to my house.
I've been here.
I take pictures of all you people. See these cameras?
Uh-huh.
I got every one of you on a camera. I can see every one of you people come here to deliver.
Okay.
I see who you are. My camera, 9. I have 9 cameras around. I see everything. I see people come in my driveway. I see you bring my food. And I don't see no whites, no blacks deliver no food no more. For 3 years. No whites, no blacks. So what happened to all the white people, the black people's jobs? You guys took all their jobs away from them.
We took away their jobs?
Yeah, you took their jobs. You took jobs. Why don't I see black and white people delivering food? Why is it always...
Maybe they don't want to come to you. That's why.
You know what? I don't want to.
I love the ending. You took their jobs! It's like, do you not know how DoorDashing or Uber Eats work? It's kind of like you do the deliveries by choice. You work your own hours, technically. I just assume that most of the people you used to deliver for, you just don't do it anymore. Got a different job. That's a thing, you know? I don't know. It just seems a bit wild, this entire clip.
Watch as the Karen starts going off at some fast food workers, and some of the other fast food worker employees come to their defense. You know, we're all human. Like, the people who are behind the counter, they're also a human, just like you. Well, actually, maybe you're not quite human. Maybe because you're a bit of a maniac over there, maybe we shouldn't count you as such, since you don't know how to treat other people with a simple thing known as respect. To the point where you start going off at people who are working, go right up into their face and go off at them and treating them like a child, which is just absolutely unnecessary in any form of workplace when you're talking to people who are there to serve you. Like, they're here to do simple things for you, not for you to be there and treat them like goddamn garbage. That's not how this goes. Seriously, grow up and stop being an asshole to other people.
You have a guy at an airport losing his little?
I don't want to hear you.
Where you going? You sitting down.
You threaten my wife. They ain't my girlfriend. They ain't my girlfriend. That's my wife. You want to yell. You want to yell. Do you know what we went through? Do you know what I went through? And you saying I want to yell? Yell about what?
Where is the security?
Out my face. Y'all kill me with a security. Why? Because I speak my mind? No. I'm calling security like I took out a gun on y'all, son. Go eat dicks. You too. That's basically it. Go eat dicks.
You know he's sucker boy.
Either you gonna do something or not. Go eat dicks and shut the up and go about your business. Think y'all about that shit. Y'all ain't about shit. And put me on the snap. I don't give a because it's fact.
I really wonder how we got here, but I suppose that's information that we'll never know. Here we watch as a customer has a fight with the manager of this fast food restaurant, and it's not the fight you'd expect. It's the fight on who looks the ugliest.
I already know that, Jay. Like you gonna do so, girl. You better take it. Let me get my bread, baby.
Okay, I got you, sir.
Oh, lady.
Okay, no, you're not. Me too, bitch. Melissa. You or whoever you woke up next to this morning. Okay.
I stay by myself, baby.
And so do I.
I bet you do, ugly as you is.
Hold on, sir. You get through it, bitch, he in his grave.
That's why you get to me.
Hey, hold on. Hold on. So what you not gonna do is disrespect my husband. That's what you not gonna do is disrespect my husband. Melissa. No, did you not hear what he said? You're not gonna disrespect him, period. I'm not gonna do nothing. My name is Melissa Ann Pendleton Shakur. When you get through, I got you record. Take that money, because I got a back, I'm gonna call back. Y'all care where it goes, I'm gonna lose this petty ass damn job.
These are the type of annoying people in public that I like. They just argue with you over stupid semantics that no one particularly cares about. They just do it for the shites and giggles, which, I mean, at the end of the day, this doesn't harm anyone, aside from it, unless you take people calling you ugly as an actual offense, which some people do, so, yeah. Here we have a classic example of the Karens brought out her camera, expecting to do something massive with this one.
I understand why you can't do these personal conversations on your own time.
Okay, I'm done. So you need some help over here? I'm not talking to you.
You need to get a manager then. And this is all being filmed.
Okay.
I have got things to do and I need to get out of here.
Okay. Listen, ma'am, I don't know what your problem is right now.
I told you, I am a customer. You all were talking about weekend plans. That's not what you do on the clock.
I don't. You know what? I'm done.
It was on film. Then get a manager. Why don't you all just text each other? Clearly you all are friends. Why aren't you texting each other?
That was a customer.
No, you were talking to her. It's on film.
Ma'am, you gotta go.
She was asking you what you're doing this weekend, and while I'm up here waiting,
where's security at? You have to go.
Yeah, go ahead, get security.
I'm done. I'm done talking to you. Come on. I could care less. No, I'm done talking.
Okay, first off, you don't even know proper grammar. The phrase is I couldn't care less. So, yeah, okay. Well, it's too bad I have to inform you about things like this. You need to get a manager. This is all on film. I'm not the one causing problems here.
Okay, so if it's true that you have been waiting, like you got to the counter and they were talking amongst themselves about things unrelated to work, and then this is your response to it. Yeah, I just have nothing else aside from just laughing at you, because that is just beyond stupid. It's not even funny. It's like, you're not allowed to talk to each other that isn't work related. That's not what you do at work. You're like the overbearing CEO who thinks that you're Elon Musk. That's there it is. You're Elon Musk who thinks that you should work 12 plus hours a day and you shouldn't have an actual life. You should sleep in your company's building and crap along those lines. Like, you don't think someone should have a life outside of work. And yes, it could be said that, well, you shouldn't be talking about unrelated work things at work, but it's also, you know, we're humans. We're going to talk to people. And what? I don't think we want to talk about work all the damn time, especially when we're at work and sick of it. We're just going to talk about things to pass the time, and whilst we're doing our job, it's that simple. This one's quite an interesting video here, so I have no clue how we got here in the first place, but basically this person here has been given an eviction notice on the Friday previous, and now here the sheriff's office here are to enforce that procedure, to serve them, hey, you've got to go, and to get the locks changed. And now we seem to have a very interesting discussion between the person getting evicted and the police.
Do you explain this to me? Because you didn't explain it to me.
Yes, I did explain it to you. Was you recording it then?
Yeah, I told her I couldn't read or write and gave her a piece of paper.
I'm gonna explain it to you one more time.
Okay. For
all right. The eviction was put on your door last Friday.
Yeah, I couldn't read it.
And you took it off,
and I
right?
couldn't read it, yes.
You couldn't read it?
I told you I couldn't read or write. I told you that. You gave me a piece of paper that I can't read or write.
Do you have on your door that you can't read or write? So
What?
how am I gonna know?
Well, I don't know. I called. I can talk.
Okay, and they explained it to you from the jail. The civil process office explained it to you.
What they explain?
Because you just told me earlier.
Yeah.
Tell me what you just told me earlier.
What,
You tell
they
me
said
what
that
you just told
serve
me.
it, and then that's as far as it goes with you.
And you said that, and you also said that they come and change the locks,
Yeah.
right? And
But
that's
you don't have
eviction.
anything to do with it.
Who don't have anything to do
The
with
sheriff's office has nothing to do with
That's not what they told you.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure that's not what
Look
they
on
told you.
YouTube. Look on YouTube.
Okay, well, I'm going to explain to you right now. Today, okay, you got until 5 o'clock to try to move your stuff out. They are going to come back and lock the door.
So why isn't
You
it 24
cannot
hours?
stay here.
Why isn't it 24 hours?
Because you have a certain time.
It says 24 hours.
Are you going to be moving at 1:30 in the morning?
Well, I
No,
stay up
you're
all
not.
night. Yes,
And
I do.
they-
How do you know what I do and what I don't
They
do?
are not going to come back and lock their door at 1:30 in the morning. So you
How
got
do you know
until
what I do?
5 p.m. today.
So why wouldn't it be 24 hours?
You got until 5 p.m.
Why wouldn't
today.
it be 24 hours?
Okay, tell you what. Act like you don't want to listen and don't listen, and then you'll just have
I'm
to.
asking if it's 24
And I'm telling
hours,
you now.
that it's not 24 hours, it's only 9.
You got until 5 o'clock today.
So why isn't it 24
and they
hours?
are going to come back and secure their house.
Why isn't it 24 hours?
Then you can call them back in the morning and let them know that you want to get some more stuff.
So it's not 24 hours? So no, it's not
at
24
9
hours, so
o'clock
your
in the
notice is a
morning-
lie. Your notice is a lie. Not 24 hours.
So let's lock this door. All right.
You want to lock this one too?
Yeah, all of them have to be locked, and then make it official. And
Step out the door.
she wants to argue about it. We got stuff. I'm not
It's not 24
Step out the
hours.
door.
So it's not 24 hours?
Step out the door.
No, okay. But it's contact.
They are not trying to talk to you, so it's no need to harass them.
No, I'm
okay?
just asking.
But they,
I'm not harassing
but-
anybody.
You see, they're not paying you any attention.
Yeah.
So just leave it alone, okay?
Well, why did the sheriff's department tell me this?
But this
'Cause
is
I called
the
sheriff's
eviction day.
But I called the sheriff's department yesterday. I've called them all week to ask what the process was. And they said that, oh, they just come and serve it. I reported it. They come and serve it, and that's as far as they go.
And I
was like,
served it.
Well, I was
And
like,
then
I
it's
asked-
an eviction.
Yeah, well, why doesn't the sheriff's department know what the process is the question. It's like, because they told me that it's not criminal, and I was like, well, what do I do? Like, what is the process? They said that they just show up, the locks change, and that's it.
Okay, and that's what it is. We showing up,
Well, that's what they do
and the
with me.
lock's gonna be changed. You have to move somewhere. So that's the process. So what process do you want?
Well, I asked them if it was criminal. Like, I asked, what the process was.
They told you it was civil, right?
Yes.
So it's criminal if you don't leave the property.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I
It
asked.
turns to criminal after that.
That's what I asked.
So
That's
right now
exactly what
it
I
is
asked.
civil. It's civil right now. But if you don't leave
I don't even have a
after
car.
9 o'clock tomorrow, it turns to criminal because it's trespassing then. Okay? All right. So you have
So you need to type that up so the sheriff's department knows that. It's like when I called
I
them
don't
yesterday.
need to type it up. They told you.
They did not tell me that.
You just said they told you that they show up, they change the locks,
And
right?
that's as far as it goes.
Okay. You have
So
to
why-
get out. It's an eviction. You know what eviction is?
No, I can't read or write, so.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
I can't help when I'm watching this clip to just feel somewhat confused because it just sounds like she's either just that stupid or she's being deliberately ignorant of the entire situation in an attempt to not get evicted. Like what? What do you think's gonna happen when they come and serve you papers and change the locks? Oh, what? You can stay there? No, but they're changing the locks they're changing the locks so you can't get back in once you leave because they might not be able to get the keys back off you. You're being evicted. You have to leave. And it's like, oh, but I didn't get a 24-hour notice. I don't get 24 hours. You got a note on your door the previous Friday and probably a bunch of other indications as well telling you that you're going to be evicted on this date. That's a pretty big notice. And yeah, it does suck to get evicted, especially right now in the current climate of the world with the mess that is cost of living, as well as the rental market being down the toilet, especially if you live in like here in Australia where the rental market is literally shite. Like, in spite of having a competent income and probably way more than enough can afford a house to rent, just can't get in because there's too much competition. And I'm a 23-year-old adult male. They're like, oh, this guy might do partying and crap like that and ruin the house. We much rather trust a family that has potentially that doesn't make that much money because, you know, they're a family type deal. And that's just what it is. But you're getting evicted. There's not much you can change about that now. Like, you probably had a chance to potentially push back weeks ago, but now it's gotten to the point where they're here to serve it to you. The locks are being changed. You've now got to go. There is nothing more to it than that. And saying that, oh, but I can't read nor write is a very interesting thing. Whether that's, like, if that's true, then I don't get how you even got here in the first place. What, do you have someone else read the lease for you and things on those lines? Like, maybe you're dyslexic and that's why you might have struggle with reading. That's a genuine thing, but I mean, it seems a bit silly to say, oh, but I can't read and write. Like, it just seems like a desperate attempt to not get evicted. I don't know. This just seems a bit ridiculous.